And hello, everybody. Happy Saturday evening. If you're watching live or whenever you're watching, you're on with Chat with Al. And we have some special guests, as always. We have Uncle Ron. That's Ron Juckett from Retro Sports Network. We have the OG, the original Grognard, and that's the name of his channel. And then we have, Ron, who do we have?
We have Clinton Parks.
We have Clinton Parks. First time appearance after crashing the ID Gesture show. And how awesome was that? Super awesome. And not only is Clinton Parks here, and that hats off to Dave from Baseball Demos for giving him that absolutely spectacular nickname of Clinton Parks. Mr. Clinton Parks will be adding some culture to our channel with a couple of reviews. And we'll get to those a little later in the program. But first, let's go to Uncle Ron Juckett. And I want to say congratulations on going over 200 subscribers. That's all, folks. 200 subscribers. That's awesome, man. You do a great job. I'm very happy with you. We're so blessed to have you in our community. And our community is eclectic, as everyone knows. And we're all going to continue to grow. But hats off to Uncle Ron. You've hit your second milestone, actually.
Right, yeah.
So go ahead and tell us about your channel. And I'm just going to quickly check the chat. And it'll go Ron, and then you'll turn it over to Devin. And then we will turn it over to Clinton Parks. I will turn it over to for a brief.
God.
Well, yeah, I hit the magic 200 number during a live stream yesterday honoring Frank Robinson. So I really couldn't celebrate the fact I had actually gone over the number because they're calling a game for someone that's no longer with us. But, you know, those things happen. And so if you haven't checked out my channel, I do older games of usually it's action PC based, but I've done some other sports too. Baseball, football, basketball, and such. And so right now I'm replaying the 1982 season for action PC baseball. And tomorrow I'll have some basketball on the channel. But, you know, thanks to this wonderful community for all your support. It means a great deal, especially, you know, the gentleman that I'm with, including Clinton Parks. To hit the magic 200 numbers is something special. Thank you so much. Devin.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. OG Original Grognard. Devin sitting down here doing our Saturday night wacky chat. And who knows where it's going to go tonight. My channel is Strategic, Tactical, Operational, Historical, Board War Games, some computer war games, little bit of sports, and you know, whatever else I decide to throw in there. I've got my female wrestling pay-per-view Valentine's Day special coming up on Valentine's Eve. I don't know what time yet. Probably about 6 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time. $99.95. You're going to want to watch it.
Be there or be square.
Already on the wife's credit card.
Excellent.
That's what we like to hear. So now, we have the Gate Crasher. We have the one, the only, Mr. Am I live on ID Gesture? Clinton Parks. And again, I want to give a big shout out to Dave from Baseball Demos with that wonderful nickname, Clinton Parks. Mr. Clinton Parks, first, thank you very much for coming on. Greatly appreciate it. And just tell us about your channel and how many subscribers you have now, Clinton? Because we need you to grow.
52, and I'm not worried about who subscribes.
Oh, I know you're not, but you know what? You know what's a better number than 52?
I know, 200.
200, right? Yeah. So anyone in the chat, please, if you have not subscribed to Clinton Parks, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it.
I play because I love it. I enjoy playing. I enjoy having you guys watch. I give a little bit of history, as everybody knows. I'm strictly baseball, like Beatles Eternal, except I do golf on occasion.
I've seen you do golf.
Yes, it's called the Golf Club. It's called the Golf Club 2019. Just a plug for a bunch of Canadians at HB Studios, and they put this game together. It is the replacement for Tiger Woods, guys, and Rory McIlroy's whatever that abortion was last year. Okay, but basically, it's excellent. Everybody, you play yourself. I'm in tournament mode there. I'm here because I also do theater. I'm history, Game of Thrones,
and
Dune.
I'll be touching that in a moment. Yep.
and a few other things. So I carry a huge knowledge with it. And I also did a fantastic Chinese restaurant in Boston today.
We're gonna
my
do
goodness.
so. We're gonna have a couple of theater reviews, and I'm not talking movies, folks. We're going high class. We're taking it to the next level. Okay, and we're gonna have a restaurant review from Clinton Parks. But before we start that, there's a couple of things I have to do. One, I'd like to thank Nancy T in the chat, one of our biggest fans, if not our biggest fans of Chat with Al and Friends. Nancy T did not have to do this, but she made me. And I don't have a good camera. I mean, I have a camera. I don't know how to. I'm not a professional. As much as you guys think I am, I'm not. And as much as I think I am, I'm not. Anyway, Nancy T made this lovely. And look, I cover my face. Everyone's happy.
Yay!
Lovely. This awesome blanket. Game of Thrones. I don't know if that does justice, but it's beautiful. And she also got me the newest Game of Thrones book. That was awesome because I said I'm going to buy that because I'm going to be reading a little bit, like 10 pages every few often on online. That'll keep me motivated to read it. George R.R. Martin, and I hope the fat bastard actually finishes the other 2 books before he has before he goes to heaven.
You know what you should do, Al?
George Martin's Fire and Blood. So that's cool. Oh. Thank you very much, Nancy T. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for being a great friend of the channel.
Book?
Yeah, I got the new book.
I've got it. Anybody got it? Anybody got to for Christmas?
Awesome sauce. How is it? I've watched people review it, so it's pretty good. Now, the second thing I have to do this because we have a mascot on the show. The mascot is OG's enormous. Oh boy, that didn't sound right. Catfish in the fish tank. People, get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh, God,
it's genetics. That's not.
So now we have to do the big fish in the little tank.
Let's see if he's poking his head out. No, he's hiding.
He's hiding. Well, we're gonna get
maybe he'll come out on the ship.
So now,
huge Clinton. It really is.
Big fish in a little tank. We'll see him a little later. Anyway, I had to get that out of the way. So let's go to the chat. Say,
Al, before I forget, because we'll get sidetracked. You know what you should do is you should take that blanket, put it over your card table, and take a picture of it that way and post the still.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. I will do that later. That is a good idea. Excellent.
Once in a while, you got my good idea for the night.
Uncle Ron, you always have good ideas. So in the chat, now we're gonna say hello and thank you to everyone. Hello to Bobby Cantillano, my Twitter wife. That's a funny story we'll get into. Brand the Builder, thank you very much. Dave Gardner from what, Uncle Ron?
HockeyTournaments.com and the Eastern Massachusetts Roller Hockey League.
And what do they do, Uncle Ron?
What? HockeyTournaments.com? Well, if you're looking to play in a tournament anywhere in North America, HockeyTournaments.com can match you to the tournament. Or if you're a tournament organizer, you post your tournament on HockeyTournament.com and have the best teams come to your tournament.
Okay. Now, does Dave Gardner have a YouTube channel too?
Yes, he does.
Brother Dave does.
So we got to check that out. Also in the chat, we have Beatles Eternally, Sheriff Extraordinaire, along with another sheriff, JD. They're in the chat to keep law and order, and you know how the FOC likes law and order. Anyway, thank you very much. Check out those two for life. Thank you, and check out those 2 great channels, Beatles Eternally and JD. And I hope you're feeling better, JD. And also ID Gesture, he's feeling under the water, so prayers and thoughts to him also. Yeah. Nancy, Terry T's in the chat. I'm going to say Nancy T for Terry T, but that's Terry T. Thank you. And we have Nancy T, as I already explained. Everyone in the chat's our big fan. But that was just incredible. I got free stuff from someone from YouTube community. That's awesome, man. So thank you. Sly everyday people. Sly the Tank Benjamin, thank you very much for joining us. Check out that great channel. They also do drinks and those things, which, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, it is a must subscribe. All right. Who else do we have in here? Vlogs 18.
Good evening, Miss Bobby.
W Vlogs 18. Check out that channel. He did a quick little live. He's done a couple of live streams. I jump on, but then he takes them off, so I don't know if he's having like technical difficulties. I rolled a game today, right, on Strat. You want to talk about I was horrible because I had so many dyslexic moments where I'm like, oh God, I clicked the wrong button. We're gonna just do that over. Okay, it's out of my system. Shit, I did it again. We're gonna do that one over too. So anyway, it was a lot of fun now. That joke didn't go over good.
Time out.
As Clinton Parks is called timeout. As he's got a disco light going on there. Phanomatic, how you doing, my friend? Please, please, if you have not checked out Phanomatic's channel, it'd be a great thing for the community. Please go over there, check it out, and subscribe. He's got some fun videos up there. Please check out Phanomatic.
Yeah, and the box breaks too. He's into basketball cards and the
Yep,
like.
but he did. Those are good, but I call it Oak Island. He found more stuff than they found on Oak Island in 3 years. That's on A&E History Channel, I think, whatever. W Vlogs 18's in the chat. Stratmac Delaware says he'll be joining us shortly, which is going to be really cool. And we're going to try to get Beatles in here a little later, too. The Beatles, I kind of want him to stay in the chat with JD in case we have issues. And Robbie Wartburg as the Beaver. Robbie Wartburg, thank you very much, my friend. I used to love Leave It to Beaver. That was an awesome show.
I always hated it.
Okay. Again, OG, really. That explains a lot why you like Jared Leto. I don't get it.
It's one of the reasons, I'm sure.
You look wonderful today, Mrs. Cleaver.
Oh, he was so. Eddie Haskell was the biggest mega dink. Oh, yeah. But there was a cool episode where Beaver was getting bullied by older kids, right? And Eddie Haskell saw it, and he stopped him, and he goes, "You're going to have to deal with me if you keep bullying these," and he said it in that way. And Beaver goes, gee, Eddie, that was really nice of you. And he goes, "Yeah, Squirt, you better tell no one." He goes, "Why'd you do that?" He goes, "Listen, your brother's my friend, and you're my friend, and no one's going to do that to you but me. And I swear to God, if you tell anyone, I'm going to get you really good." And he goes, "Now come on, I'll walk you home." That was one of the best episodes ever. Where he did. It was really cool because you didn't expect that out of Eddie Haskell. It was just great. I loved Leave It to Beaver. It was good stuff.
They did a skit on SCTV with John Candy playing the Beaver.
Yeah, and he killed Eddie Haskell, right?
Yeah.
That was it? I think John Candy, God rest his soul. John Candy played Leave It to Beaver, and he goes, "I didn't mean to do it, but he's such a jerk." He killed Eddie Haskell. They did on SCTV Network, really underrated show. Lots of good comedic talent there. They did an Andy Griffith show where Opie became a killer. And he goes, and then they did, I think it was Eugene Levy what was the barber's name?
Floyd.
Opie was such a good boy. And then he got mixed up with the wrong people. I didn't expect him.
So underrated.
SCTV Network. And they did, remember they used to do Count Floyd's, like 3D Stinkorama or Smellorama? And they go, "Woo!" And now, here he is, straight from the great state of Delaware. Christopher, Stratomatic Delaware. How are you doing, my friend? And let's hope all is well. Look, he's a handsome son of a gun. I have the handsomest, besides me, because I'm, don't look at me, but look at these handsome guys. And we don't know, Clinton went AWOL. So we're going to have to send out, what's that called in the Navy when you have to go look for the guy? OG.
Search parties, or just sending the MPs after him, or
we're going to have to send the MPs.
Go trolling the bars to find out where he went. There's a whole bunch of ways we could go after him.
Okay.
If he was man overboard, there's a different procedure for that.
So Chris from Stratomac Delaware is joining. Just as we speak, Simsalabim, Clinton Parks is back. And as he comes back, Chris seems to leave us. So
I'm still here.
He's still here.
Video
Chris,
in and out.
How's it going, my friend? You all right?
Yep, everything is good, guys. Chris, Stratomatic Delaware, here with the usual group. Glad Clinton was able to join us. Fantastic.
Why do you look like you're cold?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. So my video will go from time to time. It's stupid, cheap crap, but I'm living with it. But you can hear me. My channel, I've got retro cards and dice. And I actually made a list the other night. It's amazing the crap that I've accumulated over the past couple of years. I have got baseball, football, hockey, basketball, saddle racing, stock car racing, top fuel racing, golf, boxing, college football, and bowling. From Stratomatic, APBA, Inside Pitch, Payoff Pitch, Roster Card, Generation 1400 Gaming, Dice Nuts, Digging Deep, Bowlbound, Play.com, Downey Games, Inside Blitz, In the Pocket, and I just ordered Red, White, and Blue Racing from Play.com because I wanted a
awesome
sports racing game that's going to play quicker than another one that I have. So I'll have that in a few days, and I'm going to probably put some of that on the channel as well. So that's what I got going on.
That's what Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming has. And
Rob, it looks like a real fun game Rob's been doing. So I was like, yeah, let me get it.
They do a great job. That is a fun game. I love watching. I watched Rob do a little. He made players or
cards
drivers.
for me, cards for him, me, and Devin.
Yeah, It was fun. I watched a bit of it before I had to do some stuff. Get dinner ready for my dad.
I thought it was great because he's racing. And first, I started off right in front of Kenny Schrader, and I've been selling Federated Auto Parts for 27 years. So Kenny Schrader is kind of like our spokesperson. And then at one point, I get a chance to move up to the middle group, and I'm going after Kenny Schrader. I'm like, yeah, getting dirty with Kenny. This is awesome. So it's really fun. It's really cool.
So I'm going to say a couple more hellos in the chat. Bubba Husky, thank you for stopping by. And we also have Westbrooks. As the chat moved up too quick. Westbrooks Cards 12, thank you very much. Check out that channel. I think I said hello to D. Scott Howard, but just in case I didn't, I'm going to say it again because I'm like, what, OG?
Squirrel.
Squirrel! That's what I was.
Yeah.
So, excellent. All right, so I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the rookie. We're going to let the rookie lead off because he's going to give us a couple of theater reviews. And we're going to go one theater review, then we're going to go to our norm, then we'll go back to him. So, Clinton, what did you see on Friday?
Friday, we didn't go anywhere Friday. We stayed home.
Okay.
But
that ruins that gag.
But, no kidding. But today,
yes, sir.
We saw Beautiful Story of Carole King.
Oh, cool.
Okay. And we got surprised. It was excellent. We always go to the Boston Opera House, by the way. It's on Washington Street in Boston. Not that far down from where Primark is, down that way. It's over by the Paramount. And it's a good location. They rebuilt it. It's beautiful inside. And we know where to get the cheap seats. We're paying $45 to sit four rows away from the stage.
Nice.
All we got to do is put up a little bit of blockage. But we know where to find it in the net. It's easy. I tell everybody, but how many of these people around here from Boston? Besides Brother Dave.
Well, I'm from the Springfield, Mass area, so I'm more west of Boston.
It's called Boss Ticks. But yeah, I mean, we got thoroughly surprised at some of the music that she actually wrote.
Oh, Carole King?
Yes.
She wrote a ton of music. She wrote for a lot. She wrote for, I can't think of the group. It was not a Motown. Go ahead.
She wrote for the Drifters.
Drifters.
Okay, the lady who did the song Locomotion, that was her babysitter.
Yes, it was. Yes,
that was her babysitter. She wrote a song for the Monkees.
Yeah, she did. The Monkees had a lot of good writers. People don't realize that.
She wrote Pleasant Valley Sunday. She wrote
It's just a Pleasant Valley Sunday.
She wrote You Got a Friend for James Taylor, who did it better. She wrote Natural Woman that Aretha Franklin took off with. She did a lot of things, and she was, of course, she was married 4 times, but that's going to happen. But yeah, like I said, we saw this is not the only place we go to. We're not the only.
So what was it? Just they were performing her music?
No, actually, it's also a place started for life.
Oh, cool!
It started when she was in high school.
She just turned 77.
Yes, she did. Thank you, Ron.
She was it started with her high school back in the 50s. She's out of Brooklyn.
Yes, she is. She's in New York.
She now lives in Idaho.
Big difference.
Yes, but that's what she likes. But she did a lot of songs there. Don Kirshner got her the gigs. She didn't start singing until right before she did Tapestry.
I'll tell you a favorite song of hers that I like. I feel the earth move under my feet.
Oh yeah,
I love that song.
I mean, we did that. We had a great time. We always do. I love the company I'm with at all times. Honey Bunny, I found is a big theater nut like I am. That's what keeps us together. We've been married now 10 years.
Now we got to break into the theater review for How did Honey Bunny feel about your victory over Ken Patera on FOC
She
night?
laughed like hell about it, and she saw it. I posted the thing for her to go watch it at work. She thinks we're all nuts.
We are.
Okay, but Honey Bunny is an expert on the WWE.
Awesome sauce.
I need to bring her on here. No, I need to bring her on here. She knows Ken Patera personally, Bruno Sammartino personally. She knows Pat
Absolutely.
Patterson. Pat Patterson and his girlfriend Luigi. She knows Mae Young. She was good friends with Luna Vachon. She knows their real names and everything. She knows them all.
That's awesome. Now, how did that come about, if I may ask real quick?
Because she started out in 1977 when they were just really getting started. When you used to see all the shows going live from Madison Square Garden, no,
Yeah.
it was a little hall across the street from Madison Square Garden. But the thing was that she got it because misfits go together. She thought she was a misfit. And she got there. She became one of the ends. She got front row all the time. If you all remember back in the 80s when you saw this crazy black lady who always had these Cabbage Patch dolls to give to Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon and all them at the beginning of all the shows, that's Regina.
Oh my God, that's too funny. That's
Regina.
her?
That's Regina. She had a bulletin board out there at one time.
That's hilarious.
Back in the 70s, she had a BBS site. She did writing. Wow. She kept the kayfabe game going. She got to meet like I said, Ken Patera, Bobby Heenan, Barry Windham, all those guys.
Barry Windham.
She was definitely afraid of Jimmy Snuka.
Really?
Yes. He really was a killer. And believe it or not, Yokozuna, everybody remembers the big fat Japanese wrestler they had there one time?
Yep.
He's Samoan.
Yeah, well, that's like
he is The Rock's cousin.
That's like Chief J. Strombo is an Italian American. He's Italian.
Know that.
Yeah. It's a shtick they play.
So we go down. So but anytime Ken Patera's in town, he does the big events over by LaGuardia Airport. He does that about once a year. We always go down and see him. I got to meet if any of you guys remember Lucha Underground was just playing around. I got to meet Mil Muerte, Brian Cage, Melissa Santos, and Carly Perez. Cool. I got to meet them, and I'll tell you what, they are some of the coolest people you ever want to meet.
Well, I've told the story before. When I met, again, 2 minutes tops, if it was that, no more than that. When I met, when I was a kid, we met Rowdy Piper, Paul Orndorff, Cowboy Bob Orton. I never, to this day, can remember the fourth guy who was in their little wrestling crew. And they were the nicest guys. They were the nicest guys. Nicest guys.
You were fortunate to meet Rowdy Piper because he brings his family with him on the road.
Yeah.
So did Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, it was... at the Civic Center in Springfield, and they came out the side door. And my friend,
we gotta go back next March. Jesse Ventura for the first time in 20 years is going to be out.
Wow,
he's going to wrestle?
No, he's going to be out at a show.
Oh, he's going to be. I was going to say, Jesus.
He's going to be out at a big event.
So Stratomatic Delaware has left us. He's having technical difficulties, and maybe he'll come back. If not, he'll be in the chat. So
in April, we're going to go down to the WrestleCon, and then we're going to go across the street about a couple blocks down, and we're going to go see the Play That Goes Wrong. And then we're going to go out to Larchmont and go to a restaurant called Augie's.
All right. So tell us a little more about the theater you saw. So what did they did singing though, right? So
God, yes.
The story of her life, and then singing as it went along.
They sang, and I got to show this up. Hello, Strat. Welcome back, Chris. Let me see if I can help you. We always keep our playbills, at least one. So let me see. So Far Away. Carol. She helped with Neil Sedakis. I Might As Well Rain Till September that she did. Some Kind of Wonderful that she wrote.
Kind of Wonderful.
Happy Days Are Here Again that she sort of played for the fun of it. Take Good Care of My Baby. She wrote that one too.
Wow.
Yes, and she works with Barry Mann and his girlfriend.
She wrote a ton of stuff.
Will You Love Me Tomorrow? She wrote that.
Good song. Good song.
Up on the Roof.
She
wrote On Broadway that George Benson made famous and all that in the movie All That Jazz. The Locomotion. She wrote You've Lost That Love and Feeling by the Righteous Brothers. She wrote it.
That I didn't know. I didn't know she wrote that for the Righteous Brothers.
She wrote One Fine Day, too.
One Fine Day.
Yeah, I've heard her sing that.
She wrote it for Janelle Wood.
She never wanted to sing. That was the funny thing.
They talked her into it at the bitter end. A little band for the guy I think eventually became her second husband at the bitter end, and couldn't find out that she liked doing it. And when she did Tapestry, she wrote all the songs from Tapestry. Don Kirk said, "Let me see if I can find a girl band to do it." And Carole King says, "No, I got the girl band, me."
Yep.
And that's
cool.
She did that.
That's
We've done, like we've done others. Motown the play.
Yep.
It's only a play was in New York that featured Stockard Channing, Rupert Grint,
Stockard Channing, wow.
F. Murray Abraham, Matthew Broderick, Nathan Lane, Megan McCulley. We saw the front page that had all that big cast, including John Goodman. Nathan. We love Broadway. We live for
That's
it.
cool. Excellent. So what would you, how many, we'll say 4 stars, how many stars would you give the,
all 4.
All 4.
All
now the
4.
singing, all 4. So the singing was excellent. The story was excellent. Definitely a music.
The national tours are fantastic. If you guys get a chance, instead of having to go pay the $150, $200 to go see a play in New York, go to Boston, go to Hartford, go to Springfield.
Yep.
I
saw the original, not Jersey Boys, but the original cast of Jersey Boys at the Springfield Symphony Hall, and they did the music. They just basically sang. They played the Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons music, which was really cool a few years back. That was a lot of fun.
We're going to see them again. They're coming up to the Youngstown Playhouse at Summerstock up here.
Well, thank you very much for that. We're going to come back to you a little later for your restaurant review.
Oh, I'm just here to harass you guys and laugh like hell.
All right, that's good too. So, Chris, I want to ask you a question because our friend Espo Strat went to opening day Stratomatic.
Yes, he did.
I watched a couple of the videos. It was fun because he showed some cards, and that's always cool. And as much as I bash Strat, I do buy them and I like them. The game, the game I like. Then I read your, because I go down and I read comments on people's pages, right? And I saw you comment, and I said, hello, how you doing? And then you said what
about Aaron Nola?
The Ohtani. I think it was your comment. Yeah. The Ohtani card. So let's just touch a little bit on that. I think that's BS, personally.
I kind of do too. I mean, a lot of people, they are getting this set for Ohtani.
Just explain, Fred, because not everyone might know what we're talking. And I realize I didn't explain it well. So explain what I'm talking about and then go from there. Thank you, Chris.
Tony Ohtani come up for the Angels this year. Pitcher, fantastic hitter. And everybody is wanting to do the what ifs with him at the plate and on the mound. And Chris Esposito, he went opening day. He opened it up. I couldn't make it. So I watched his videos, and he commented that Ohtani's batting card is with the regular set for the Angels. In order to get the pitching card, you have to purchase the extra cards in addition to the regular set.
And that's about $20, correct?
That is one that should have been included with the regular set, in my opinion, because that is a major drawing point for a lot of baseball cards and dice players. They want Ohtani. That should have been included in the regular set, I would say, the original 27 cards per team.
I agree with you because I read your comment, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm debating whether to get – I'm going to get the game because of the 2018 Red Sox, the PC game, okay? Yeah. 108 wins. That's historic, so I want that. I'm thinking I kind of would like the cards too. I normally don't get the cards. I bought a bunch of old teams. I got over 100 teams, but they're basic. That's fine. I enjoy playing that, and Chris, I do recommend if you do like Strat, anyone who likes Strat, the 80s set and the 90s set A and B. I bought them both. Lots of fun. They give you good teams. You're not going to get all. I mean, if you want the whole season and they offer it, that's fine. But you're getting good quality teams, and you can have a lot of fun with those. I bought them, and here's a rare plug from Al Red Sox fan for Strat. Good job on that. You need to put more sets like that together, such as World Series sets with basic and advanced. But when I saw that comment, Chris, I was like, that pretty much – and I still might get the cards, but that soured me on that because I was thinking about that's kind of cool. I could put him, now when you buy the PC, I believe I get that. You get everything with the PC, I believe.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Okay. So my other thought process was I'm not going to buy the extra set. I can just do a print screen and use that if I want to do the card, except I can't play basic.
I have a question for Chris.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good.
Chris, my question is this. Now we're talking about Ohtani right now. Here's
Right.
the question I got. What the hell did they do with Babe Ruth when he was doing the same thing? Don't you have the old dead ball seasons, don't you?
They have carded seasons for 1921 or 1920, I believe, and then also a carded season for 1911. So they skip his pitching years.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen a pitching card.
No.
But the basic problem is in 1920 he was also in the outfield.
Right, but they don't have,
pitched once for the Yankees that year, right?
Yeah, he was Yankees that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he broke the American League record for home runs, 29 at the time.
Yeah.
And I just think, and I saw it was a great comment, Chris, from Stramac, Stramac Diller. Great comment.
It was. I mean, that's going to put there are going to be a lot of people when they get that set of cards.
And let me just tell the chat, Chris is a huge Stratomatic fan. He plugs them all the time.
Yes, he does.
So when he says something like that, they should have put that card in there.
Here's an example. I've got a customer who is trying to get a timing cover for the front of a 2013 Kia Soul. And it requires 2 O-rings in order to install this timing cover, so that way you got the job done, you're cool. Not even the dealer can get him these O-rings. So why in the heck are you going to buy a timing cover if you can't put it on, but then you can't replace the timing cover, so now the car is absolutely no good. It's the exact same thing from a consumer standpoint, is that if you're getting something and one of the hallmarks of the season is having Ohtani both pitch and hit, you should be getting up front Ohtani both pitching and hitting. But the cards look great. The set looks great. A lot of the players look fantastic. It's going to be fun to play with, but that's definitely going to be one drawback that I think Stratomatic's going to get some backlash out of on this one.
But possibly to defend,
go ahead,
how many innings did Ohtani throw?
That I am not sure, but there are a lot of, especially National League, there are a lot of pitchers that have their own batting cards now in the more recent sets. And especially as good as Ohtani was, and if he's a pitcher, I really think that he should be a pitcher with a hitting card, and then the hitting card is just him having a glorious year at the plate.
I just think it should be included. I'm going to be honest with you. They should. That was my big beef as a kid. And when I was a kid, I got 20 cards in the set. 20.
And this is probably why they did it, because last year I got the extra card set, and all of the pitchers' personalized hitting cards were in the extra card set. So in all likelihood, they wanted to have Ohtani's batting represented more. So rather than having Ohtani pitching only, and you having to get the extra cards to get the batting set, I suppose they decided that the pitching was a little more important to include in the set. But again, they should have done both.
Yeah, I think they should have.
I just looked it up. He started 10 times and threw 51 innings.
Yeah, but
then that's why they went with the bat.
Yeah, right. The fun of it for me would have been, how cool is it I can pitch him against all these different. And again, he wasn't a stellar pitcher. He was okay. Yeah. The Red Sox kicked the snot out of him. I watched that game going, this is the Ohtani.
Yeah, but didn't he nice. 1 hit or 2 hit somebody too?
But not the Red Sox.
No, it wasn't the Red Sox.
Red Sox beat the bejesus. No, but that's my point. It was fun because of
the Red Sox beat everybody.
And here's the thing. I love all the Red Sox hate and Patriot hate. I love it. It makes me laugh. So anyhow,
hate, mad respect, man.
Now OG. Well, thank you, Chris. That was a great comment. I wanted to bring it out. You're a very, as the rest of the panel, you're a very fair guy. And when I read that from you, I literally, Chris, was listening to Esposito, right? Esposito, Christopher Esposito. And I have on my other thing, I got the Strat site up and going, I should order it now. I'm going to get it anyway. Just order it now, right? And then he goes, and I'm going down, like just looking over, listening, right? And I read your thing and went, well, that sucks. I was like, click, I shut up. I literally lost my, and I'm going to get it. I'm just like, well, I'm not buying it today. I'm pissed.
But it's something everybody should be made aware of. I mean, that is definitely something.
With that. You're right, because you said people are buying that set because you can do it. Again, I'm a big what if guy. I think it's great when you can sit there and go, what if Pedro Martinez played against Babe Ruth or pitched against Denny McLain and stuff like that? So
Well, it's like if somebody wanted to be like, okay, Shoni Otani, is he going to be able to take on the 61 Yankees and then watch Maris and Mantle and Blanchard go back to back to back on them and be like, well, okay, that didn't work.
Right.
But
that's my point. That's fun. That's fun. So now I want to get to something that I really enjoyed last night into early this morning. And it was awesome. So our friend, itinerant hobbyist, that's Todd, okay? He was doing a military strategy game, Vassal, or it's from Vassal. That's not the name of the game. The company's name is Vassal, I think. What's the name of the game, OG?
Lock and Load Tactical. We were doing the Heroes of Normandy expansion.
Oh, that game looked so good.
So now, that's one of my favorite things. I make a bowl of popcorn. I sit down, I listen to that, and I'm rolling a game, right? Right here. And I'm eating popcorn, making bad decisions that no one can see and going, well, I'm changing that. No one knows what that happened. I don't think Tony Caligari struck out. No, let me just change this dice. You get a treat. No, I don't do that. I might. When I was a kid, and the Red Sox still lost. It's hilarious. But so I'm listening. I'm watching. I'm having a good time. And so it's Todd and OG, and they're playing against each other. And there's this gentleman in the chat, Stefan.
Stefan, yep.
And he's really cool. And he goes on the show with them. And he starts telling the rules because they're, they don't play it all the time, and it's a little complicated. And so he goes, I didn't want to tell you guys, but you're playing it wrong. Like one thing they did. And he didn't say it that way, but and I broke out laughing. Again, I wish I was like laughing. I wish that they could have heard me because it was so entertaining. But then it was like the most polite military strategy battle ever. It was like Todd is like, I'm passing OG. And OG's like, okay, I'm going to pass too. And then they go back to OG and he's like, and I pass. And it was like the two chipmunks from the Looney Tunes cartoon thanking each other over and over again. Yeah, exactly. But it was so much fun. And then they got down to the nitty. It's a fun game, just listening to talk about it, playing it. But it was just, you guys kept me entertained. I was like, I look up, my eyes are bloodshot. I'm in extra innings with Guidry, 1970 payoff pitch. Thank you, ID Gesture, for gifting that to me. I greatly appreciate that. 1977, and get well. Prayers and thoughts to ID Gesture. He's having some health issues, not feeling too good. So let's get our well wishes out to him. And I'm rolling Nolan Ryan against Ron Guidry. The game went extra innings, and I'm like laughing, right? And I'm looking over. Drool is coming down the side of my mouth. I'm laughing away, rolling dice. I finally finished that game this morning. That's how long it went, right? But it was just, I told you guys, it was so fun. Because you guys were enjoying, that's what I get back to. When people are enjoying something, right? I can watch them play Tiddlywinks or talk about Doctor Who. I don't care. I love watching people enjoy themselves and get your mind out of the freaking gutter, people. God damn it. Why do you think that way? So tell us a little bit about that. OG, and that was a fun. What made you guys decide that? Me constantly harping, saying you guys.
Oh well, no, Todd and I have played against each other several times in the past, and I love playing against Todd. He's just a gracious, humble, fun person to play with. Get your minds out of the gutter, not that way. But he's probably one of my favorite opponents that I've ever come across. He's not competitive, but he's still trying to win, but not being a jerk about it. And both of us kind of have the same mentality when it comes to it's like, well, I can't remember what it is, we're not going to worry about it, we'll check it later, let's just go with this round. We're just playing the game to play the game,
right?
Now, he and I both have played really, 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 really advanced squad tactical systems before, Advanced Squad Leader, Advanced Tobruk system. Lock and Load is really, really easy to play, and a lot of times we just want a really, really easy game to play. We were messing up the rules, but, whatever. We were able to play the entire game.
Yeah, you're playing fun. It was fun.
Yeah, exactly. And he really likes Lock and Load. And I played Lock and Load years ago. And it's like, I got no problem. I'll break down, I'll break out the rule book and go over this again. And he's doing his Year of the Paratrooper, which the only scenarios that he's doing is paratroop-based scenarios. And this was a paratroop-based scenario. And it's like, I didn't care. Whatever. I just want to play. Choose whatever. Choose something. And I just left it all up to him. Because he shot me an email like Thursday. He's like, hey, you want to play Lock and Load? It's like, yeah, cool, I'll play Lock and Load. So we had like less than 24 hours to prepare for it. So, but yeah, Todd and I have played a lot of times. And the engine that we're using is a Java-based program. It's called Vassal. Virtual something. It used to be VASL, Virtual Advanced Squad Leader, because it was originally designed so you could play against other players on the computer over the internet for Squad Leader. But they made it so modular that you could basically make any, it's put in the boards, put in the pieces, what dice you need to roll, stuff like that. And there are hundreds of mods out there for board wargaming. And it's kind of basically the go-to if you don't have any face-to-face opponents, then you use Vassal to try to find opponents online. I mean, there's no AI in it. It's just counter boards.
Yeah, it was fun. I was pretty easy to understand. I enjoyed that. It's not like when I tried to play Tiller, I was like, oh god. I'm like emailing OG going, I can't move my units. They won't move where I want. I'm going to lose to the Cubans in Grenada. Help.
Wow.
Well, the interface on the Tiller.
No, I know how to beat them. It wouldn't let me move where I wanted to move. That's why I like operations of battle. That's just me.
You couldn't nuke them, Alan. You're still pissed about it.
I want to nuke Oh, Sam's Tangled Web. Great comic book channel. Big friend of Comics with Bueller. So everyone say welcome to Sam's Tangled Web. Also, Living My Rhapsody. Check out that great channel.
Elmar.
And Sebastian is in the chat. I hope he got his payoff pitch cards. So thank you very much for joining us. All right. Now we got to talk about...
They were silly enough to let me stay here.
I'm sorry?
Hello, LMR. You guys were silly enough to let me in here.
Yeah, you're here. Now behave.
Behave? Where'd the monkey touch you?
I'm not telling.
Ew.
Yeah, the monkey's in Human Resources right now going, that Clinton Parks is one crazy bastard. He did things to me that I'm not here to report him. I'm just saying, wow.
That's right. I touched the monkey.
The views and opinions expressed by the members of the panel here are not necessarily those of our Red Sox fan channel or YouTube.
Definitely not of YouTube. So anyway, interesting stuff here. Interesting stuff. I'm going to throw it out to Ron. Give us a subject, Ron. Give us a subject. It can be anything. It can be anything, and we're going to riff. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna go to the chat. And so, Ron, come up with a subject. The pressure's not on you, but it is in a way because once again, Al, Red Sox fan, has not prepared, and he needs you to bail me out.
Well, what's in your glass there, Dean Martin?
Okay, so great. First of all, the family portion of the liquid program is coffee.
That's not what you were drinking before there.
Watermelon Kool-Aid.
Excellent. Now, second of all,
yes.
This is ginger ale with Tennessee honey whiskey, bourbon. It's delicious.
Was that a mule or something?
I love it.
I like gin and ginger ale together.
I love gin and ginger ale.
I like ginger beer with dark rum with about a half ounce of lime juice. I
thought he was going another way with that half ounce. I was like, holy crap, that's hardcore.
With brownies.
So that is, and Clinton, Clinton has coffee, I think. Clinton's a coffee drinker.
Always.
What kind of coffee do you? Tea? I like some tea.
I drink Dwayne Street 184. I've got Moose Bunch Maple Vanilla. I've got Folgers Black Silk. I tease poor Honey Bunny because I tell her I like Green Mountain's Black Magic.
Oh, Jesus, Clinton.
Okay, well, she is. She gets a joke.
I know that. People in the chat don't realize that.
she takes it real well, so don't worry about Honey Bunny takes it real well. She really does.
Honey Bunny's his wife, people. So
Honey Bunny is my wife, and she is named after Amanda Plummer in Pulp Fiction. Her nickname, Honey Bunny.
Oh,
she calls me Pumpkin.
The Honey Bunny was the opening scene.
And the ending scene.
Right. That was great how they came around and they did that. A lot of people didn't get it. My friends were like, how can you do that? I'm like, it's a movie. You can do it. I don't get it.
I got it right off the bat. Same way I got Sin City.
Exactly. And they're like, but they're showing, okay, spoiler alert, John Travolta's dead. How can you show him at the end? Okay, again.
Justice Toupe's dead, Al. The rest of him's alive.
It just goes back. It just goes back. It's a movie. I don't get it. Oh, God. And then, like, the girlfriend chimes in, did you know the Titanic really sunk? I'm like, you are the stupidest fucking person. That being said, she had, never mind.
But yeah, I drink all sorts of coffee. I've been around the world. I've had every coffee that's ever been out there, and even the monkey poop coffee, believe it or not, that they sell $80 a pound. Oh no, it's the smoothest stuff you ever want to have. It is fantastic, and it's clean.
How we know it's clean. Touch the monkey.
It's all cleaned up, guys. It really is, and it's fantastic. It's $80 a pound, though.
My idea of high coffee is going to Dunkin' and getting a large, but
I like to brew my own coffee without monkey poop. That's just me. I'm just saying.
What they have here in Maine for Dunkin' is burnt water. I swear to God, I gotta go to New York. I gotta go to New York to get good Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Let me tell you something. One time long time ago, we pull into a Dunkin' Donuts and we go in. There was a 24-hour Dunkin' Donuts on one of these streets near where we live. We're coming back from the bars. We go in there, and you're sitting there going, you get in there, and I remember walking in. I'm like, I'm going to get coffee. I'm going to get this. I'm kind of hungry, right? And I'm looking at the people working there. I'm like, well, I could get probably hepatitis from any one of these idiots. I think I'm going to pass. And they're like, aren't you going to get something to eat? I'm like, no. I'll just make, when I go home, I'll eat something.
That's not what maple frosting is, Al. Come on.
Oh, no. There's another. They have a fair, I guess we call it. It's called the Big E. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're familiar with it. You're from New England, right? So
right.
I go there a few years back with an ex, and I smell something absolutely delicious. They're making donuts right there. I'm like, oh my God, I have to get. Oh, it's the best smelling thing I've always wanted, like a fresh, like just made donut. I know it's a silly thing. I just wanted a fresh made donut. So I'm walking over, and again, I'm like, oh, this is great. I look at the people making it. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they're putting needles between their toes. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that too. Thank you. You want one? No, I'm good. So I didn't get the fresh donut still, but I also didn't get sick. So that's good.
Do you remember the Mr. Donuts up here?
No, we've in our area we have Dunkin' Donuts.
You guys have Dunkin' Donuts and Honeydew. I know what you have.
Yeah.
Honeydew sucks.
We don't even have Honeydew here.
It's not Honeydew. No, we have a local out of West Springfield, Honey Dip. They make nice. And in Westfield, South Hadley, Mrs. Murphy's Donuts. Excellent.
Oh, God.
And we had crispy, whatever the hell they're called briefly, but they didn't do too well. Their donuts were pretty good, though. I shouldn't eat donuts. I went to the Big Y and I bought these things called punchkis, and they're like these big jelly donuts. Yeah, I scarfed one of those down. They use jelly, that's why. So I don't like when they, like if it's supposed to be jelly and you bite into it, it's just that cream. That's not jelly. That's cream. It's not jelly. Don't put jelly if you don't mean jelly. I'm just saying, it should be a jelly freaking donut. So anyhow, I like donuts. So, and that's what I'm drinking. So that was a good question, Ron. I liked it.
I'm a tea person. I do a lot of tea.
What's your favorite tea?
Darjeeling.
Okay, can't pronounce
it.
If
I got something for you, Ron.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Hardy and Sons has got a great black tea out there.
Who does?
Hardy and Sons.
That's a strong tea, though, a black tea.
And they're on the web, and they sell them in sachets.
Oh.
And they come in 50 pack containers. I've had everything from their black tea, which is like Earl Grey's.
Yes.
Oh, it's a great cinnamon spice. It's just far out.
Yeah, I'm like Captain Picard. I do my share of Earl Grey too.
Cinnamon spice brings up another thought, but it's not tea. I'm just saying.
No, it's not the spice from the worms of Arrakis. Okay.
No. That was a dancer's name when we were young. Cinnamon spice. makes everything nice.
When you were young, maybe.
Yeah, so I'm just saying. I never frequented those places.
That you're going to admit to on camera.
Actually, not much. No. I had friends who lived at those places. I'm like, how do you do that? I'm like, and one of my friends, like, she really likes me. Yeah, she likes that you give her money. I don't get that. And we're gonna go on a date. I don't think so, dude. I don't think you're going on a date.
We've got one from around the corner from where I work.
Yeah.
Stormy Daniels was up here. Oh God, that was a joke.
In Portland?
Yes.
I don't think she's that good looking. Just saying. If we had to choose an adult film star just to whatever, I'm not picking her.
I know who I'm picking.
Yeah,
Who are you picking?
Marilyn
Gianna
Chambers.
Michaels.
I'll go back to Marilyn Chambers.
You know what? That's why I like Clinton Parks. Because that's who I was going to pick too. Marilyn Chambers. I'm not going to tell you why. I just...
Believe it or not, no one actually was actually pretty good later on. Was Tracy Lord.
Yeah, but she only did... She kind of messed up. Listen, what she did was wrong because she told those guys... And again, they checked her ID and every... You know, but as much as you check, she had convincing paperwork. The papers, please. They thought she was of age. That's wrong what she kind of did to those people. I'm not condoning, you know, whatever. You like that industry. I'm just saying.
I'm not condoning, but I wish they'd give her more work. I've only seen her a couple of bit parts nowadays. She did.
So Clinton Parks would like to see Tracy Lord with a little more work in the adult film industry. So let's get on that.
No, not there. She
does real movies now. She only did 2 adult films. She
did Blade. I liked her in there, and I also liked her in Crybaby.
Crybaby, she was excellent. That was a great musical. Johnny Depp was in that.
So was Ricky Lake.
Porn movie. I'm thinking porn movie musical. That would be kind of.
No. She did. This was a real movie. She was
that
actually
would be
really
kind of avant-garde. A porno musical.
They have those.
They have. Oh God, don't go there. They have them. Believe it or not, I've been to a porn movie in 30-something years. My God. Clinton,
you don't have to go to the movie theaters to watch those anymore, Clinton.
That's right. I make them. Okay, now stop.
Oh my Lord, Clinton Parks. Boom, boom. Guess who's going to get a call from Human Resources?
Ah, yes. Did you touch the monkey? Yes, I did.
The monkey was the star. What are you talking about?
Be careful.
My Dinner with Al.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now enough of the adult film talk.
Thank you.
Let's get to some wholesome stuff.
Yeah. Got to hand out another subject, huh, Al?
Another subject. Let's talk about, does anyone give a crap about the Oscars?
No.
Okay, me neither. We've ended that. Now let's go to the chat real quick. Does anyone give a crap about the Oscars? Well, let's see what they say. I don't care anymore because I used to
from one extreme to the other, didn't we? Here.
Yeah. Well, yes, that's the way we roll, man. So I used to enjoy the Oscars. Look forward to it. I used to try to watch all the movies before, and sometimes you didn't. And I used to try to watch them after. I don't even know who's nominated. I don't even know. I think Black Panther actually got nominated.
Lady Gaga got nominated. I'll leave it at that.
What else got nominated?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. That's a pretty good movie, I heard.
Star is Born.
How you doing, Doug?
There's somebody.
What a segue. What a segue. I ask about the Oscars, and Sim Salabim, our good friend, Dog Sidious, love the dog show. I got to check it. He did one with Westerosi Ninja today. So, Dog, how you doing? Tell us about the channel and what's going on, and then we'll ask you about your opinion. How great was that?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, thanks for having me, Al. Yeah, it's got I was finishing up my slideshow for tomorrow night on Westerosi Ninja's channel. So,
and what time's that?
Doing our top 5 Game of Thrones villains. Ooh. So, looking forward to that.
Cool.
So, I just got done completing that. So, yeah, I've been doing a little bit of we're doing some Oscar news, and I watched all the nominations for shits and giggles. And so I did a live stream on my rankings of what I thought was the best one out of all of them and things of that nature, and then doing a little more Game of Thrones stuff too as well. So And then I've been doing weekly collabs with Westerosi Ninja, of course, too. So
That's a good partnership there. I enjoy that. That's,
those are good ones. Thank you,
Yeah.
dog.
Clinton's a big fan of
thanks,
that.
Clint. Yeah, great to see you in the chats and stuff. So
The,
how you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Not bad. Dog, do you also take into consideration a villain who became a good guy in Game of Thrones? There's only one that I can tell you right now that I could go off the bat. That's Tyrion Lannister, who started out as one of the villains, the imp, and became. And it's actually it's now a good guy.
Villain, but it's kind of
He's a good guy now.
good.
Yeah.
He's,
Think about it. He's Daenerys Targaryen's hand.
right, but I never thought of him
I
as
mean,
a
really, we
guy.
could say, the Hound,
Yes,
Jaime
yeah.
Lannister,
The Hound. That's a good one.
right? I mean, he ran down Micah, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
he kind of started out, but he's kind of made a little turn, right? Jaime Lannister is, kind of another one.
I'm not sure about you. I'm not sure about you and Westeros, okay? But I am a firm believer is that Tyrion Lannister is also a Targaryen.
Oh, you think?
Because-
Oh, yeah, you have the Tyrion Targaryen theory.
Yeah, because when he let go of the dragons over there when he let the dragons go, they didn't kill him. They let him walk. And
It's a good possibility.
And there's rumors in there is that Tyrion's wife was also raped by a Targaryen at one time.
Oh, I think she had an affair. That's why
Yeah.
I think Tywin had an affair with the king's wife. He got pissed. Well, and again, he might have raped her or took advantage of her. But that's why he made them leave. And that's what I think. I agree with Clinton. I think Tyrion is Targaryen. That's my opinion. And they do give the clues where the dragons did not eat him. Which is
I think on the show anyway, I think Tyrion is he's a full-blooded Lannister.
You do?
If there was ever an affair type of thing,
Yes.
it would be Jaime. I could see Jaime and Cersei possibly being Targaryens, but Clint's got a great point about, him,
Interesting.
the dragons not coming up and eating them, although they were kind of needing, help, getting out of the chains, right? But I think that was kind of his thing was that, he is definitely a Lannister, right? He is a lion, so to speak, right? I had another thing to say about that, yeah, because like we see John, with Drogon coming up to him, and he's able to,
Right.
Drogon doesn't eat John either, right?
He's definitely
Targaryen.
some Targaryen.
Sure he has
which-
hard blood.
Well, that's
You
already
know-
come out. That's already come out. Jon Snow is a Targaryen.
Oh, I
Right.
knew.
He's a
That was one of my-
Targaryen and a Stark at the same time. He is
So
the
that's how I
rightful
was-
ruler of Westeros.
I was saying you have a great point with your Targ theory, just because of the dragons not eating Tyrion. So, but I think he's I think we're gonna find out that he's definitely a Lannister on the show anyway, because we only have 6 episodes. There's still more to talk about with John's lineages. Compared, I don't think they're gonna keep jumping to a bunch of different ones. Maybe in the books we'll see something, but that's my theory. I'm definitely hyped for season 8 though.
So am I. And there's somebody out there who puts out 15-minute jobs out in YouTube. He has a lot of theories on Game of Thrones. I like his work.
I go to OG for all the theories because he's the man with the answers. We're not going to get into them now because we'll piss off a ton of people. But I
don't really want.
I think OG and myself and possibly some other folks, we might do a.
I think Jared Leto might be a Targaryen.
Nah, he's a
I
Stark.
figured you'd say he was the Stark.
That was a good one. Oh, it's good to have everyone on here tonight. Hope everyone's doing well. We put out a few more invites. If they show up, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. So thank you for joining us, dog. Again, is it me just because I'm getting older when it comes to the?
Yes.
Yep, you're probably right. When it comes to the Academy Awards, I really don't care anymore. I haven't cared in a few years. Is it?
No, it's not just you. And it's not because you're getting old. No, it's just and it was kind of strange because I used to be just an avid moviegoer. Like every day I would go to the movie for the longest time. Just I'd see all the films, even the bad ones, and now I just noticed that I had like last year's, I think it was Shape of Water one, right? but I hadn't seen any of the nominations at all. Like there was not one nomination I'd seen, whereas like on average, you know, throughout my life, I'd probably seen a good, you know, 70 to 80% of the nominations at least, right? And I'm like, wow, I just haven't even seen any of these films, but I watched The Shape of Water, and I thought it was kind of it was kind of like a remake of Splash. Remember with Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks?
Yes.
Yep.
I like Splash.
Yeah, I mean, so just kind of imagine like I don't know, kind of like a Pan's Labyrinth version of Splash kind of thing, right?
Did they eat the lobster wrong too?
What's that there?
Did they eat the lobster raw too? That was a good line, Ron.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, well, he likes to eat cats. I don't know if they taste like lobster, but I've never tried
I used to like to eat cats too.
Venom ate lobster.
Interesting.
Alf was a cat fan too, right? Was that what you said?
Alf, remember he used to chase the cat. When I was a kid, I thought that was funny. You know, I'm like, I hope he eats the cat, you know. But, you know, me and Alf have something in common. We both like, never mind.
So this year, just, you know, like I noticed that, you know what, I've seen a couple of the nominations, right? And there was a couple of them that I liked. And I noticed I'd watched, you know, as opposed to no movies, I watched like a dozen films this year, right? But, you know, I said for shits and giggles this year, I'm going to watch all the nominations, right? So I watched all the nominations and, yeah, so I gave my rankings and things of that nature. And I think
that was a good video.
My top 4 films, I was like really pleased with. I was like, wow, you know, and I was feeling better about films in general, just, you know, because I had no hope at all. Like they sucked the soul right out of me, right? I had like no hope for films at all. And then this year, you know, there was like 4 great ones I thought, and I was like, you know what, I can see the ice is kind of breaking a little bit here, right? And there's some hope left for films, right? But so that was my.
There's a great documentary out there by the Lord of the Rings. Oh, God, I can't think of his name now. Peter Jackson on World War I.
Oh,
okay.
Check it out. And if someone can find it, put in the link. It was in West Springfield, Massachusetts, one night only, right? And
They Shall Never Grow Old.
Yes, thank you. They Shall Never Grow Old. They took real footage, he redid it, he colorized them, but beautifully, and put it in HD. Then he found diaries and stuff like that. And where he couldn't find diaries, they got lip readers. So they're seeing the people talk in this film, and they knew exactly what pretty much exactly what they're talking about, and they put words to these people.
I've seen some of those lip readers. It's absolutely incredible what they
I am getting shivers or whatever, goosebumps just talking about it. I couldn't go because we had bought tickets ahead of time, and my dad went farther down, and I gave the tickets to somebody. But they said it was excellent. I can't wait to see it. I'm hoping it's going to be on something soon so I can see it. But do you know, can anyone look up what was nominated for documentary? I don't know if it came out in time.
Yeah, give me a sec.
I don't know if it came out in time, but I'm telling you, if someone can find OG.
What was the name of it again, Al? What was the title of it?
OG, what was it again?
They Shall Never Grow Old.
Thank you. They Shall Never Grow Old, dog. If someone can, OG, if you can find it, put the link in the. Oh, Beatles Eternally, our sheriff extraordinaire, along with JD in the chat.
But they shall not grow old.
Right. They shall not grow old. Thank you very much, Beatles. Excellent. I saw the trailer; it was incredible. Again, things come up sometimes, real life, but what they did, it's Peter Jackson, unbelievable. What a documentary! Just watching the trailer, talking about it, I get the chills. And it's incredible. It is incredible, incredible, incredible. Thank you, Clint, for putting that in the chat with the nominees. Hopefully, I don't know if it got in beforehand.
It's not.
Yeah, maybe next year. It just looks incredible. My friends who went, 5 of them went, and 2 of their wives went, and they all loved it.
No, I just taped one of the most beautiful documentaries, and I'm going to keep that for quite a long time in my house. I just taped Mr. Rogers, Won't You Be My Neighbor?
That was supposed to be really good.
Nominated. The Mr. Rogers one, I know, didn't. And I just can't recall. I remember hearing the title of that now, but I did a stream with all the nominations and stuff, but I just can't say yes or no for sure. I'm checking right now for that. See if it got nominated. I know for sure that the Mr. Rogers one didn't, though.
No, it didn't. And Fred Rogers, if everybody really wants to truly remember, is one of the most nicest people you ever want to meet in the world.
Oh God, Christmas Stratton and Delaware making me laugh.
What?
That was
Hang on.
Hey, back to Revolutionary War.
Todd, you remember this on Star Trek? You know, in the chair.
Scotty, give us warp speed now.
Warp speed.
Hey, that was practical effects back then.
That was awesome. Everyone just going from one side to the other. We played that as kids on our friend's porch across the street. I think I told you the story. My dad would pull in from the barbershop, and I'd go running across the street to see him. He'd look over, he goes, "You guys playing Star Trek again?" I go, "Yeah, how'd you know? You guys are doing that whole roll around thing." He goes, "Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun." He goes, "Who's playing Captain Kirk?" Because we always took turns playing Captain Kirk. Everyone wanted to be Captain Kirk. Then we always had the new kid be the red shirt. And if you have not, if you've not seen Star Trek, everyone on this panel probably understands the red shirt. The red shirt was a dumbass who was going to get killed. You're the red shirt.
Anytime a red shirt was going along, you knew the regular cast was fine.
You knew there's going to be. You knew you're like, wow, they're taking 3 red shirts down to the planet.
Scotty was a red shirt.
Scotty was different. He had writer's protection.
He was an engineer, and for anybody who's ever been in the Navy, the engineers always wore red.
Yeah, he carried the card.
I learned this week that whenever they fell into one of those oil pits, it was made of Metamucil and food coloring.
Really?
Yeah.
One of the best things about Star Trek, and I love the original Star Trek, a 5-year mission that lasted 3 years on TV. Why CBS took it off the air and it was one of their better rated shows, no one knows.
That's because NBC had the show and not CBS, Al.
Well, whoever took it off the goddamn air made a mistake, Clinton.
Because nobody was watching it.
That's not true. They had ratings.
It is true. It was in the reruns that it finally picked up steam.
Well, it had ratings.
I mean,
they made a big mistake.
After Lost in Space, everybody sort of lost interest in sci-fi.
Lost in Space was awful. That was just good fun. That was like Danger, real wild, but real whatever that was.
Anybody watches it.
Now, did everyone think? I think we've talked about this before, maybe not. The what was it? The professor guy,
Zachary Smith.
Yeah. Why do they always leave the little kid with him? Didn't he seem a bit creepy? And the robot was always like, "Danger, danger." I'm like, yeah, they left the freaking kid with the goddamn guy who's probably a pedophile. Come on.
Warning.
He was kind of creepy.
He always had a weird grin on his face.
What was that?
He always had a weird grin on his face.
Sorry.
I didn't hear either one of you guys.
He always had a weird grin on his face, Dr. Smith.
Yeah,
he was creepy, and he was always trying to like screw them over. I'm like, why don't you just kill this guy? Like, have the robot just snap his neck and be done with it. Less food that he eat. You get more food for everybody.
Yeah. He probably was pissed off because he wanted to do Shakespeare.
Probably was.
That was Picard.
Yeah, well, God, I know.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Patrick Stewart is an excellent actor, though. I like him.
Don't get me started on Jean-Luc Picard.
I like Patrick Stewart. Don't go there.
We go anywhere we
Dr.
want.
Smith used to have he always had a good one-liner to go at Robot. Like each week he had like a different cut down for him,
Yep.
like bubble-headed booby or something, right?
Yeah. But one of the best, like Star Trek, they went down on a planet once, right? And it's like supposed to be this peaceful planet. And like they stepped on explosive rocks and one red shirt got killed. There were 3 red shirts, I think, in this episode, and he blew up. And then the next red shirt got shot by a plant, like right in the heart, and he died. And then the 3rd red shirt just jumped off the cliff because he knew he was dying. He just jumped right off the cliff.
Well, that's why I don't eat vegetables, because I know they're going to kill me.
Exactly.
Oh,
so
God.
Captain Kirk comes across like this guy. They had like antenna, these people. Of course, he made out with the woman with antennas. He didn't care, right? And he basically walks up to the guy and goes, bam, and he hits him. He goes, I won't hurt you. I'm like, you just punched the guy dead in the effing face. It's not the way to start off the relationship there. And then he goes, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm like, you punched him in the face. He's like crying and stuff. I'm like, you punched him in the face.
It doesn't hurt. Get over it.
I love Star Trek.
You remember the one where they go to the planets that's actually run by artificial intelligence, and they're fighting wars, and they just randomly decide who's going to die?
They go into the zippy machine that killed them. They'd be like, your number been called. Okay, now you have to go to the zippy machine. What does the zippy machine do?
Machine, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was a doomsday machine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But because if they didn't do it,
and they want to please explain to the folks in the chat what a red shirt is. There's a couple folks asking, like, hey, what's a red shirt?
Banned them. No, I'm kidding. A red shirt on Star Trek, I'm sorry if anyone doesn't know, Star Trek from the 60s, the red shirt was a security officer. And the joke of the red shirt is, they must have got the script and went, oh, God, I got a part on Star Trek, these young, aspiring actors. And they're like, great. And they're reading, they're like, and my shirt is red. And they're like, fuck.
The red shirts were Star Trek athletes. They played in the Phaser Bolt Catching League. And they were so good that whenever there was an away team with Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, and they had to send a red shirt down there. So that way, anytime someone started shooting, that red shirt could be like,
and jump in front of them.
Bam! And then the other three can make it back to the ship and get paid.
Uhura, yeah. She made out with Captain Kirk, too.
First interracial kiss on television.
That's right.
Yep. Yes,
That's
it
right.
was.
And then he made out with a green woman, a woman with antennas.
Orion.
Another woman, more women. Pretty much made up. I'm pretty sure he has children all over the galaxy, possibly. I think he paid child. Yeah, I think he made child support. Too. What was that?
Might be a Wookiee too.
He might have made out with a Wookiee too. He didn't care. It's Captain Kirk.
It was the 60s. They were kind of hairy.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, Ron. Oh, Ron. Oh, Billy. Oh, Rob. But that's a red shirt. But I love Star Trek. It was just freaking so much fun, Star Trek. They would have like these sort of serious episodes as serious as Star Trek would be, and then like every so often they had their comedy episodes, like the
Tribbles.
Oh my God, that was so funny. That was, and I think that's where I always wondered, Gremlins, how Gremlins would multiply and stuff in the movie and stuff, and I'm sure that's in folklore or whatever. But I always wondered if that guy who did Gremlins was a Star Trek fan, because he sort of was like Tribbles, Anyway.
I don't know who wrote it, but Spielberg directed it, I think.
I bet you was a Star Trek fan. That's a good movie. That's an underrated movie. Gremlins, the first one.
I saw that at the drive-in.
I'm sure that was some Tribble influence.
I think so. It just seems like that. So, but yeah, Star Trek. Here's the other thing. What ship would send every important person down to the planet's surface? That always made me laugh. Even as a kid, I'm like, what if they all die? Who's in charge? Scotty. Sometimes Scotty was kind of smart. He's like, these dumb bastards all going down.
Nah, Ensign Reuben Forstein down on deck 3.
Probably. There was one red shirt who actually made it a couple of episodes, and if I could remember the name, he actually was in charge of the ship one time. I was like, cool. And they killed him off the next episode. It was kind of funny, but he was the head of security, and he didn't go down, and he was the only one left on the ship, and he took over. And he's like sitting back. He goes, photon torpedoes, fire away. I'm like, yeah, blow shit up. I like this guy. That was
the one where some organism was taking over their brains, and Sulu was doing the fencing and all that stuff.
Great one. That was when they had the sword fighting with the Klingons. And that was awesome.
Yeah, they were trying to get away from some kind of a black hole or some supernova or something. And he's like, no, we're going to have ice cream in the mess hall tonight.
That was one of the best. I'll tell you, that is probably next to I like the Tribbles. Mm-hmm. I love the sword fight. The one you just said where the thing was trying to make everyone violent and they were sword fighting with the Klingons. That's another great one. And then, of course, when he's fighting that lizard thing, that guy in the Godzilla costume.
Oh, the Gorn,
that was awesome.
yeah.
That was awesome. Gorn. So many good episodes. And the
Our
writing.
mock time. Thanks, Beatles. That was it. Yep.
Thanks, Beatles. And so many good lines for Spock. The dry sense of humor that they gave him. And what was it called when Spock had sex every 35 years? Remember?
Mary.
Yeah.
This-
Like
It was
Sproggen. Or,
Sex.
I'm just saying.
Well, that documentary you guys asked about before it wasn't nominated. It was of Fathers and Sons. I thought that was the name of
Okay.
it.
No, but
There
just
was a
that
note
kind of
answer
serious.
question from long
That
ago.
was really that the documentary that Peter Jackson did. My friends loved it. I can't wait to see it. We won't grow old, or they won't grow old. World War I documentary. They took real film footage. They brought in lip readers, and they matched. If they couldn't find like diaries to go with the people, if they found them, but they brought in lip readers, and they basically put words. People. So they use the documentary footage. It's incredible. You have to check out the trailer. Beatles put it in the chat. If you can do it again, that's fine. It's unbelievable. Peter Jackson, great job there. So, what is one of your top favorite Star Trek old school shows episodes?
Space Seed, the one with Ricardo Montalban.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
because it gave birth to Wrath of Khan.
Khan.
Yep.
The worm crawling out of Chekhov's ear gave me nightmares.
Oh, in the movie. Oh yeah, that was gross. That was gross.
It enters the cerebral cortex.
Yep. Thanks, Beatles. That was gross. I forgot about that. That's another great episode. I remember that. Was that the second movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the first one, I was all excited. I went to see it. I'm like,
That was the first movie. Was actually supposed to be a pilot for a new TV series.
yeah, it didn't. The first movie was like,
Mhm.
It
Well, I
certainly
didn't-
felt like it.
Then they came back with Wrath of Khan, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best. It was awesome. Loved Wrath of Khan. And then they like, okay, when Spock died and they had to go find him again, that was cool. That
Yeah.
was cool.
No, it was. That was Christopher Lloyd as the Klingon.
Yes, Christopher Lloyd.
It's still a cool movie. I don't care if it was Christopher Lloyd as a Klingon. The concept of you have to find Spock was cool. He saved everyone. He died. They had to go find him and bring him back. I liked it.
And then they had Savick #2, Robin Curtis. Because
Then there was that thing that looked like a whale that was going to eat the world, and they had to find a whale. Remember, they had to go back in time and find a whale.
Yep.
That's jumped the shark when they had to go into San Francisco, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
with less poop than San Francisco. It's a lot more
Captain,
poop.
there'll be whales here.
But I did like the line when they had Scotty talk to the computer and he picks up the mouse and talks
Yeah.
to a computer.
Yeah, it's good
Oh, hold
stuff.
on.
You know, it was a funny thing on History Channel. They took, like you're just talking about like the communicators. God, why can't were they called communicators? I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Cell phones. They went through all the technology that
Mhm.
like Star Trek sort of spoofed that way back when, and then how it actually came about. It's pretty cool. I mean, think about the Jetsons. That's a cartoon, but think about the Jetsons. Remember the TV phone thing, and they put on the fake face. What the hell? You got Skype. You got TV phone things now. It's hilarious. I just find that funny. We don't have flying cars yet, and I don't have robots.
Depends on what time you're on the roads.
Well, that's true. I guess we do have robots now, though, like Cersei, or what the hell is it called? Not Cersei. What the hell is it called? Amazon.
Didn't you guys,
Alexa, what's the weather?
which one was it? Star Trek 6. Did you see that one?
Undiscovered Country.
Yeah. Remember
I
that?
love
Thank you.
Star
Stop
Trek
thank
6 so much.
Like, I had a question for you guys because you guys are talking about Sulu being so great at fencing, and I mean his reflex has got to be like off the hook, right? To be like, he's probably like a super fencer, right? Well, how come in the beginning of that film he's got like his coffee, right, and the saucer, right, and it's just like sitting there, and like he's got all the time in the world to make sure his coffee doesn't land on the floor, right? And like he's just like sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. And I was watching this film last week, and I found it kind of funny.
That's pretty funny.
It took him like 10 seconds to respond to the shockwave on screen because he's like, oh my God, Shields. 3,
And they
2,
two,
1.
one.
Hit.
So yeah, it was pretty funny. I thought.
Who do you take? Here we go. Do you take Captain Kirk or do you take Luke Skywalker?
Oh, Luke
On your team.
Skywalker, hands down.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Chris is taking Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 for Luke, Chris.
Yep.
Okay, let me do it this way. Luke, Captain Kirk.
We're talking nothing after 1983.
We're talking the original Captain Kirk. No,
The original
that's
Luke
included.
Skywalker.
No, okay, we're going through all the movies then. I know where you're going. Yeah, you got to include the bad with it, dog, because I want to win, because I'm taking Captain Kirk.
There's some bad Captain Kirk though too.
Yeah, but I'm ignoring those.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going with the perpetually horny Kirk.
Who did you take, Ron?
I'm taking Skywalker. He fought with his big head every once in a while, not the little one.
So Ron takes Luke. I take Captain Kirk.
Won't.
Who do you take, OG?
Oh, Luke, definitely. Gotta go with
Okay,
Skywalker.
another person to ban from the channel.
Hey, I'm already into the bunker. You can't retcon that.
I know you're already in the bunker with me. Okay, Clinton, who are you taking? Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker, Captain Kirk. Come on, think about it. He's just like Colin Mockery's Canadian.
Oh God.
Yeah, but Colin Mockery was funny.
I met Captain Kirk at Comic-Con. I know I've told you that.
Favorite scenes from favorite news
We didn't hear
from
from Doug yet. He's still contemplating.
favorite news opening from Whose Line Is It Anyway? This just in: women live longer than men because they're not married to women.
True. This is true. That's true. So let's go to the chat. Is anyone picking Captain Kirk over Luke Skywalker?
I see a Kirk, but that's all so far.
That
Got
Beatles
Picard,
picks
but
Kirk.
he's not on it.
Beatles took Kirk. Excellent,
Why?
Beatles.
Slide to Picard.
No Picard. No Picard. No Picard.
Now I like Picardy.
I like. JD takes Luke. Luke's running away with this. JD
Beatles,
takes
I'm worried
Luke.
about you.
No, I'm not worried about Beatles. But we haven't heard from our good friend Dog Sidious.
Oh God, poor Beatles. He must have been abused as a child.
Yeah, I'm taking Princess Leia, fellas.
Oh, he's going Princess Leia. He throws a wild card in there.
Well, then you got to put Sly's Picard on the list then too.
No, put Darth Vader.
Oh, wait a second. That's another list. I'm a Darth Vader guy. So
No,
I
but
like
I would
Darth.
take Luke Skywalker. I'm a Star Wars nut.
I know you are. So he's taking. All right. So unless we get in the next 5 seconds.
I was
A lot
like
of
Kenny
votes.
Beats.
Bubba Husky's got Kirk.
Oh, good man, Bubba. Way to go. We're coming back. Bubba has
It was
Captain
a
Kirk.
Trekkie. I forgot about that. Yep.
All right. Come on. We need
The
some more
one that
Captain
talks
Kirks.
about wigs would go with the one that wore one, yeah.
Listen. That has nothing to do if he's wearing a bad hairpiece. Has nothing to do with it.
There's no such thing as a good hairpiece, Al.
There isn't.
Okay, quick trivia question, and I want a fast answer. What
Okay.
did Darth Vader say to Luke when he told him that he was his father? What was the line?
No,
I'm your father.
I am your father.
Dog got it. Because
What is it?
everybody in the world
Darth
says
Beast.
everybody in the world says Luke, I am your father. But it was
Yes.
actually no, I am your father.
Dog. Good going, dog.
Yes.
Excellent. Any more Kirks? No. All right. So,
Con.
ooh, I would take Khan. Probably not, but
That was
He was
my
a bit-
bad Kirk impersonation of doing Con.
Khan.
Right.
Okay.
I liked it. It was good. It was good.
Thanks.
I'll take Khan.
Well-
Did he bring his Corinthian leather with him?
Yes. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, Khan does have an island.
The plane.
All right, so Luke wins that battle. I don't
What was
agree
that guy's
with it.
name? Hector Chavez or something? Or that was a boxer, maybe.
No, Hervé Villachez.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Ron.
That was from Fantasy Island. That show scared me as a kid.
Yeah.
I
There were
watched
some
it.
creepy things in that, Al.
There were some creepy things on fan. You know, you watch Love Boat where you thought, hey, everyone gets laid on that, right? And then you go to Fantasy Island, right? And you're like,
Nobody gets laid.
Everyone got laid on Fantasy Island. I mean, Love Boat. Come on, it's Love Boat.
The captain and the tour guide together, yeah.
That was kind of creepy. Remember the time the captain, like, he's like, quick, set sail. And they're like, but we're not ready yet. Set sail. And there's like a little girl coming up, like, set sail, please set sail. And like, this is your daughter. And like, he's like, no, it's not my daughter. I don't know. Wasn't that his daughter or something?
Oh, no, but Isaac would be back there.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Isaac, Gopher, Captain Stubing. What was the woman's name?
Julie.
Julie.
And then Doc.
Doc. We missing anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's to say? The congressman from Iowa.
Gopher. I say Gopher.
Love.
Exciting
and new.
Come
And
aboard.
Jerry Lane. And Jerry Lane.
We're expecting
Expecting
you with love.
Love.
Soon we'll be making another.
Another run.
Da-da-da.
Oh,
The
dear.
Love Boat.
The
Promise
love
there's something for everyone.
one.
We had some bad TV shows in the 70s.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, real bad ones.
What about- and then you had Fantasy Island ever. Then again, you had in the 80s, best cat fight ever, Dynasty, Linda Evans and
Joan Collins.
Joan Collins. Yeah, I spent a lot of alone time later.
I bet you did.
I bet you did,
I
Al.
bet you did too.
It was like must see TV when they went into the pool. I was like,
You were the master.
I
Yeah.
was. Not domain though.
Oh God! Now I know where the monkey touched Al.
I know, it felt good. And we have OTDA in the house. I think he's been here for a while. I might have
Yeah.
missed him.
Yeah.
OTDA. Thank you very much, my friend.
It's one you would
All hail the Empire.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Then-
I preferred Victoria Principal and Charlene Tilton for that activity.
Dallas, right?
Yes.
Remember they killed off JR and it was like, oh shit, that's a bad move, and they did the whole dream sequence.
That was Bobby.
Oh, was it Bobby they killed off? Yeah, you're right, you're right. Then he like they opened the shower and he's like taking a shower and I'm like, I thought he was dead.
Yeah, because JR lived.
Yeah. They had some goofy shows, but you know what? They were bad, but they were like interesting to watch. They were
Dukes of
horrible.
Hazzard.
Oh, I
Dukes
love
of
Dukes of
Hazzard.
Hazzard. Now,
Yep.
I loved them as a kid. When I think Nickelodeon had the reruns years ago, I'm like, oh, Dukes of Hazzard, cool. I sat there and I watched it. I went, wow, this is bad. This is really, really bad.
That's what I think of virtually every TV show I watch from the
And I
70s
sat
and
there
80s.
and went,
Oh,
And
God,
oh,
you
wait,
know
wait.
the real
Oh.
people.
hold on a second. Hold on. In the chat, we have Devin, one of Devin's partners in crime, itinerant hobbyist. And he says, Devin, are you surviving in the snowpocalypse?
Yes, the snowpocalypse, the 2019 snowpocalypse of Seattle, where we have about 6 inches of snow.
That's
Which
the snowpocalypse?
Which doesn't
Well,
happen.
seeing how that's more snow than Seattle's had in the last 12 years combined, yeah.
Okay, you know, like 6 inches, it's not a lot.
It is
It's
for them.
enough.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess the bunker will be where I live then, Devin. We can handle a bit.
The running gag in Seattle is that everybody doesn't get tans, they get grays.
We rust in Seattle.
Oh God, that's funny. What else was another? What was the other show?
Well, there's real people. There's real people that was out there too. That bunch.
That was that was like that was NBC, right, Clinton? Real
Yeah, it
people,
was.
and it was a. How was that like a? It's not a variety show, but
No, it was kind of like the first reality show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really was.
then ABC had That's Incredible.
Yeah.
With Fran Tarkin and oh my God, another I'm gonna walk away for a while moment. Kathy Lee Crosby
Yes.
was going out with Joe Theismann for a while, and she was a good-looking woman.
Yes, she
So-
was. Like
So
her
then
Dallas.
there's a producer there. They would never do stuff like this now, right? There's a producer there who's probably a pervert going, let's get Kathy Lee Crosby on the log rolling thing, right? because she always wore usually like white. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Odds are she's going in the water. White shirt, in the water, white shirt. So they do the log rolling thing. She's actually pretty good at it, right? And then she falls in the water. And I'm like, thank you, God. She pops up. And my God, if it wasn't a Benny Hill moment, I was like, and she does this with her shirt. She pulls it out. I'm like, I love her so much. I dated her for a while. I did.
I'm delighted to know what you perved to at 9 years old, Al.
Oh, it was great. You don't remember that? Look it up. She fell in the water. I'm not making that up. They did a log rolling contest. They had the pool on the set. And it was Fran Tarkenton. John Davis. What was his claim for fame, John Davis? He was an actor or something?
I think so.
I think so.
And you're Kathy Lee Crosby. She was pretty.
Yeah.
And she must have did acting or something. And I think that's, yeah, them three.
What?
What?
Was she Bing's kid?
Oh, wow. Was she? So she
No,
got beaten.
I don't think Bing had any daughters.
Oh, that's right.
I thought Bing only had all sons.
What about the other Crosby? There was another actor, like a comedian, maybe.
His brother
No, that's
Bob?
Norm.
Norm? I'm just guessing. I don't know.
I think so,
Yeah.
but I know you're talking about. But Kathy Lee Crosby is different. She may have been a relative, but she was not a daughter.
But anyway, that was a pretty cool show. And then, like we were saying, Clinton was Real People was NBC, and the kid from Christmas Story used to do little interviews on there. Like he'd go interview like
Ralphie.
kids for that. Yeah. So that was I don't know how to describe those shows. You have to watch them.
But John Davidson, he hosted not Match Game, Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares for a while.
Oh yeah, game show host. Yep.
And he did the Pyramid Game for a little bit too.
Yeah, then Pete Lecoq's dad took over for him.
Game shows were huge when I was a kid.
So yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
Tic-tac-toe. I love tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, that was Wink Martin. Was that Wink Martindale?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Because I like tic-tac. I was a tic-tac-toe person more than Hollywood Squares. What I liked about Hollywood Squares was when the guy from Bewitched was in the center square. Paul Lynn. Oh my God, that was hilarious because he said some of the most off-cuff things. I can't believe they got away with it, and he was just funny. Then those were the two. Well, and they had Match Game.
All right, here's a good Paul Lynn line.
Okay.
If a man falls off a ship, they say man overboard. What happens when a woman falls off a boat?
Man overboard.
Full speed ahead.
That's Paul Lynn. That's Paul Lynn.
That's
Paul Lynn. He was great. I mean,
Full speed ahead.
Yep, that's exactly. He was.
Wow.
Circle gets the square. I'll take Paul Lynn for the block, and he'd be like,
when you were 9 years old, you didn't get to see the good shows. I did. I got to see Lily Munster in her tight little outfit.
I watched the Munsters.
I got to see what's her name from Addams Family in her tight little outfit. Carolyn Jones.
Lily Munster was DiCarlo. What was her
Yvonne
first name?
DiCarlo.
She was a very attractive woman. I mean, you could.
She was in the Ten Commandments, I think.
Yes, she was. People don't realize she was a good actress.
She was also in McClintock.
Was she in McClintock?
Yeah, she was the cook.
Holy crap! You're right. You know who was a good-looking woman was Maureen O'Hara.
Yes.
Maureen O'Hara.
Thank you, Bill, for importing her.
I'm going back to one that was mentioned earlier by Clinton Parks, man. Stockard Channing was a hottie for me.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Really? You guys were into Stockard Channing?
I watched her TV show, too, for a while that she did.
Yep.
Okay,
Stockard
you want to
Channing.
talk about hot babes on TV? Angie Dickinson, policewoman.
Inger Stevens.
Who?
Oh, God, I work with it. I'm talking to heathens. Inger
I didn't hear what you
Stevens.
said. What did he say? Something
Inger Stevens. Inger.
What? Inger. I
Inger
like the name
Stevens.
already.
She was in the TV show called The Farmer's Daughter, but she was also in Hang 'em High with Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
She committed
Farmer's
suicide.
Daughter.
committed
Okay,
suicide.
people, if you go to the internet and you type in Farmer's Daughter, be careful of the results. Don't do that at work. I'm just saying, just be careful. Some other results might come up. You might enjoy them. I'm just not at work.
HR is over your shoulder.
Exactly. So,
Like a good neighbor, HR is there.
Great line by Uncle Ron. We fired the HR woman. Done. No HR anymore. The monkey can do whatever the monkey wants. To a point. You know. So
We have limits for the monkey.
we have limits for the monkey. Now I'm gonna ask Devin, will the monkey be in the bunker?
Well, it depends. Is the monkey going to kill all of us as humans, or is it infected?
Yes.
Oh, then no, it's not getting in the bunker.
Okay,
We're
good
actually
answer. And we've got some.
Got fired from its job at Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Anyhow, I don't know. Throw out a subject, people. Unless you want me to talk about women I liked on TV, there's lots of them. I'll talk all night about that.
I think we've heard enough about what you liked at 9 years old.
I like lots of things. You know what was the coolest thing on That's Incredible, though? I have to be honest with you. They brought, they called it the Queen in Her Court softball pitcher. And she threw, like fast pitch. And they had King in his court, too. But I remember when they brought Queen in their court. And it was her, a catcher, and they had one fielder. And they brought him on the show. And they brought a couple of major leaguers on, and they had a guest host, a major leaguer. I can't remember who it was, but after he watched him, I think she struck out one of the major leaguers, and the other guy didn't want to go. And then they go, "You want to go?" She's like, "Yeah, no." The guy's like, "No, I'm not going," because she could throw heat. And plus, the softball pitching mound is closer. People forget
45
that.
feet.
Exactly, and now she's bringing heat, and she does that thing where she hits the leg. I don't know if you've ever watched softball on like an ESPN or whatever sports channel. They're good. That's why they have like 1-0 games, 2-1 games usually. Yeah, bless you. But that was kind of cool. Besides the whole thing when Kathy Lee Crosby fell in the water. Yeah.
I am relieved that you're not talking, that you didn't mention Brett Summers rolling off a logger and you being attracted to that, because that would scare the living daylights out of me.
Brett Summers. Oh, I used to also like Battle of the Network Stars. That was cool. They had some good stuff there. I always liked the water dunking contest. Remember when
Chris is taking notes and is going to use them against you when you're sober?
That's fine. I'm sober. I'm not drunk. And then on Battle of Network Stars, I remember when they tried to get Howard Cosell in the dunk tank and he wouldn't go. I was like, oh man, I would have paid my whatever money I had to watch that bastard go in the water. Oh, I think Ron said it best on his I think the video today he said it. He might have said it elsewhere. I think it was today when he did his, and again, congrats to Ron Juckett, over 200 subscribers. But he said in the summer, and he hit it right in the head. The summer when you were home from school, Monday Night Baseball, if you were a sports fan, that was huge as a kid. You got to usually see teams that were not for Ron and well, I lived in Massachusetts, so we were always getting the Red Sox, an occasional Yankee game. And once in a while on a Saturday, a Mets game. But on Monday Night Baseball, I would always hope the Red Sox weren't playing. So we could see these other teams. And you get to watch Monday Night Baseball. And he said, Ron said, I forgot the two announcers, but then he goes, and you can watch Howard Cosell make an ass of himself. And that's basically what Howard did a lot of times, was make an ass of himself.
Michael did it for a bit.
Yep. And Jim Palmer might have done it for a bit too.
Oh yeah.
Later on. That was later on.
Yeah, Michaels, Palmer, and Tim McCarver were a great trio.
Michaels, I always thought I thought he was one of the best baseball announcers. I mean, he always gets a lot of credit for like the Miracle and
he was a
lot of other things he's done too, but I think he's the best at doing baseball.
He did very big, and it's funny because you can go back on YouTube and watch some of the old American League pennants. I think for some reason I think the American League was always on ABC. I can be wrong. But Al Michaels with the calls, absolutely great with the old stuff.
I like picking up Al Michaels because I like picking up his style because he also has a very big passion for the game, and to me that's always the most important thing with baseball. He was very passionate, and you could hear it in his voice.
I was never a fan. I'm not a fan of Joe Buck's kid.
No. Joe Buck is the kid. It's Jack Buck who's the.
Oh, whatever. I'm not a fan of him or his kids. If he has kids,
Jack Buck was a huge, great announcer in St. Louis.
Uh,
I used to listen to him all the time.
the Red Sox, my favorite I liked Ned Martin. He used to get drunk. He was kind of, you knew, they would flash that camera to Ned and his nose would be like, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. He was gone. It was like, it was
God,
Ned Martin.
I could date you on Red Sox. I listened to Ken Coleman.
Ken Coleman was great.
Mel Parnell.
That's
Kurt
before.
Gowdy.
Yep, Kurt Gowdy was 1975. The announcers they used in that World Series, they used Dick Stockton, who was actually a Red Sox announcer, and they took a Cincinnati Red announcer too, and then they had a national guy. I believe that's how the booth worked. It was really cool.
He did. It was fantastic. It's one of the best jobs I ever heard and listened to when I got a chance to listen to it.
How many does anyone know, like Clinton or anybody else? Did they ever do that again? I don't ever remember that.
No, I think they kept it national the rest of the time in.
That was so cool, though. You know, I think I tell you, I like Jerry Remy and Don Orsillo. They made me laugh, and I thought that was important. I
Here comes the pizza.
Remember when they used to in the pizza when the guy threw the pizza at the guy? That was hilarious.
Bar watching that live, and the whole place just erupted. So here's the
go ahead.
early season game, and so it's April in Boston, and it's 40 degrees, and words must have been said because a slice of pizza at Fenway's got to be $8-9, and so a foul ball was Mr. Whatever. They're in the left field stands, and so all of a sudden, you see a piece of pizza flying across.
It was funny.
Did you see that one? Good. See the one where the two young couples on camera, and one realizes that they're on, and so he goes and squeezes the boob of his girlfriend.
I'll tell you something, but before we go to the, let me go to the chat. Ken Castro asks Clinton Parks, Clinton, what year was your first?
Nice job there, Chris.
In-person baseball game. I'm assuming BB means baseball and not blue balls.
1968. I saw Oakland and Boston play. I watched Reggie Jackson smack one out. I watched Ken Harrelson smack one out, and the Red Sox lost 7-2.
1968 at Fenway.
At Fenway.
Cool. Who do you remember who was pitching for the Red Sox? Out of curiosity.
That I don't, and I'll have to go into Baseball Reference to find it.
All right, that's cool. My first baseball game, Fenway Park. Roger Clemens had actually held out for a while. And I got, what year was it? I don't remember.
87.
What is it?
87.
Okay. He had held out.
Alien opening day. I'm sorry.
But he didn't pitch opening day.
Yes, he did in Milwaukee.
Right. But I mean, I'm sorry, Fenway.
Right, Fenway, right.
Fenway. If that's the year, he held out for a bit and he came in, he got racked at Fenway. And Fenway was different then. People left. And we got to move from our nosebleed seats and we moved down all the way until the guy looked at us and went, listen, I know there's no one in these real expensive seats. He gave that look. I'm not letting you go any farther. And so we stopped and we watched the rest of the game. So I didn't have to sit in front of that freaking pole anymore.
I've got the game in front of me.
Go ahead, Clinton.
Jerry Stevenson was the pitcher for the Red Sox, and he pitched against Catfish Hunter.
Wow.
It was May 3rd, 1968.
Cool. That's cool. I'd say Catfish had the advantage against Stevenson.
It was like David. Yeah, it was like David versus Goliath, except that Stevenson was playing a very poor David that day. Yeah. Gary Rogenberg came in, Lee Stain came in, and Bill Landis came in.
Bill Landis was a lefty, right?
I think so.
Yeah. The only reason why I know that I have the 68 season on Strat, so.
Well, I've got the 68 season all over the place. Yeah, that's who I have. Rick Mundy was still at the Oakland A's back then.
First player drafted.
And the catcher was Renee Latchman.
Renee Latchman, the pitching coach.
Wow.
For the A's?
For the A's, he was the catcher. And Catfish Hunter went 3 for 4.
Oh boy!
That day with 2 RBIs and a double. He had a season that day.
He sure did.
And Reggie, of course, showed up. He went 3 for 5. And he didn't hit home run, so I thought he did, but he went 3 for 5. Good game. But I was sitting there cheering for the Red Sox. I knew what to do.
Dave Gardner asks to Clinton Parks, "Did you see Babe Ruth play?" That'd be cool to see that.
No, but I was first mate on the Ark. Okay.
That's all right. That's cool, man.
My job was shoveling animal poop.
It was an important job on the Ark.
That's
It was
right.
important.
You liked it.
And I had to touch the monkey.
You know what? Someone has to touch the monkey. If you don't touch the monkey's going to do things and start throwing that stuff at people.
The views and opinions expressed here by the panel are not necessarily those of Al Red Sox YouTube channel or YouTube itself.
Now, if none of you ever remember up in Maine, up in Kittery on the border, where when they didn't have the big bridge, but they have a little bridge. We went across almost like Route 1, where Valley Steakhouse used to be up there. There used to be a diner right there, right when you got into the state of Maine. There was a diner right there, and after every Red Sox game, that's where we always went to eat too. I mean, It's a perfect place. It was totally cool. When you're a 12, 13-year-old kid, this is fantastic.
All right, so Dog, what was one of your
my first baseball game I went to?
Yes, or sporting event that you remembered as a kid.
I don't recall the exact date.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I remember it was 1979 Cleveland Indians versus the California Angels.
Oh, cool. Do you remember?
I remember Joe Charbonneau was on the team. I think it might have been his rookie year.
Was that his rookie? Was it
Joe Charbonneau? Oh my stars!
Yeah, wow.
Thornton and like Rick Manning and those guys.
Andre Thornton,
So the Tribe won 14-4.
Wow. So
I definitely remember the score. So like if I went back and looked at the 79 schedule and found
you could figure it out.
that was definitely the day I was there.
Plenty of games available.
Dog, you probably remember this. Joe Charbonneau was, I think he was Rookie of the Year, and then he had a song, Go, Go, Joe Charbonneau.
Yeah, 1980.
The old Memorial Stadium.
And then he had that one great year. But you know what? He had that one great year. Go, Go, Joe Charbonneau.
Yeah, and then like a couple of years later, he was a bartender in Buffalo.
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's it. That would be an incredible story to how you went from one to the other.
It was like one of those deals where they figured him out his sophomore year. You know, he couldn't hit the curveball or something.
They found the hole in his swing. They found the hole in his swing. Yeah. Wow. So thank you for sharing that, Doc. Chris.
Would have been 1980 Pittsburgh. I don't remember the team that we played, but we generally went and were able to afford to go see 3 or 4 games a season. I know I've seen the Expos, the Giants. We actually went to a doubleheader against the Giants in like 82. I found the date. And Jeffrey Leonard clobbered a 10th inning home run.
San Francisco, Jeffrey Leonard.
Yeah. And in 83 and 84, whenever we would visit our grandparents in Bel Air before moving out here to Delaware, Grandpa Damon would take us to Memorial Stadium to see Yankees games. So we got some AL experience as well. Of course, Cal Ripken and those guys. We got to see Dave Winfield and Reggie Jackson one game, which Ron loved, being a Yankees fan.
Your brother's a Yankee fan?
Yeah, we're both Pirates fans, but his other team was the Yankees.
Wow.
How'd you like Memorial Stadium?
What's that?
How'd you like Memorial Stadium? I've been there also. I took my son to his first ever Baltimore Orioles baseball game. Took him to a Red Sox doubleheader.
I was a kid, and I absolutely loved it because I was watching my guys. We're playing this one game, and I think it was the Yankees game, and they would get ahead. It was maybe like 3-1 or something like that. And Nanny would have to go to the bathroom. She'd come back, and we'd score a run. So they get up to like 4-2. She goes to the bathroom again. We score a run. It's like 4-3. So it's getting like 9th inning. We're like, Nanny, go to the bathroom, please.
Instead of Rally Caps, it was Rally Nanny.
Yes, it was.
Rally Bladder.
Let me go to the chat here. We got Bubba Husky says. He says my first game was in Cincinnati in the mid to late '80s. The last year Pete Rose took honorary at bat as a player manager. Well, that's kind of cool. That's a cool thing to see. Ken Castro said something about Russ Nixon hit his only triple of the year that game. Clinton, you're a historian, and Beatles is a historian, and Ken Castro likes older baseball and you guys. Russ Gibson, when he come up for the Red Sox, was a decent hitter. What happened to him?
Russ Nixon?
Yeah, the catcher. Or
like
did he just...
Like most catchers, they concentrate more on the defense than did the offense. If you remember, most catchers batted 8th.
Yeah, no, right in front of the pitcher, yeah. I was just curious because I play a lot of those old, with all my baseball games, those old teams, like, he wasn't that bad of a hitter. And then all of a sudden you watch him again. You get beat up being a catcher also. Todd B's in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well.
Quick question for Dog. Might it have been 13-3? Because I don't see a 14-4, but there is a 13-3 in August.
Yeah, it's against the Texas Rangers, though. I know it was definitely the California Angels. So maybe I got my year mixed up. It might have been 78 or possibly 1980.
And
Maybe it's Joe Charbonneau. That's his rookie year.
80.
The thing is, see, I remember we had like Adam League baseball, which was like the year prior to Little League. And I definitely remember the second year of Adam League because I remember the Empire Strikes Back theme song in my head, which would have been 1980. Right?
Okay.
So,
1980.
That's like one of the moments you remember, like Star Wars music or something going on,
I
right?
love the way you just did. I was just going to say that.
Right? So I was thinking it was definitely the year prior to that. But I could have swore that game was like 14-4. It was out of hand though.
I love the way you did that, Dog.
I got it. Saturday, July 26th, California lost to the Indians 14-4. And
That's
then 46 and
Awesome.
47 at that point. We have let's take a look at a couple of stats if you guys don't mind indulging me a moment the way I am.
Okay.
Jorge Orta went 2 for 5 in that game. 2 RBI. We've got Hargrove 2 for 4. Toby Harrah 2 for 3, scored 4 runs, 2 walks in that game.
Toby
3
Harrah.
for 5, Ron Hassey. 3 for 3, Joe
Catcher.
Charbonneau. 3 for 3.
Joe Charbonneau.
So they had one heck of a game. I'm going to tell you what, that's pretty
What
good.
year was that, Chris?
1980. Pitching was
So
Wayne Garland. He
I
picked
had
up
my
the win.
That's all right. That's pretty good, though, Dog. That's cool.
It was the year The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, 1980.
JD in the chat says, my first game was 2007, Rockies versus the Dodgers. Rockies won. Can't remember the score. I always like when I go to Fenway, the smell. You get to just outside Fenway, all the vendors, the sausage grinders. Oh, it's so cool. Always love that. Got to get back. I haven't been up there.
Al,
Yes.
and it's to your question, so Russ Nixon was not that bad of a batter. He batted average 268.
That's what I'm saying. He was a good hitter. But
He's hit, but he was. But keep in mind, back in the 60s, you kept 2 to 3 catches at a time.
they had, on the 67 World Series roster, they had 3 catchers.
Yes,
Russ
they did.
Gibson, Mike Ryan, and Elston Howard. You would never see that again. I think it was brilliant on their part because none of them really hit. Gibson probably was. He must have got hurt that year because I'm trying to think, seeing the stat. How many at bats he had, or how many at bats in '67? Maybe I'm wrong.
Gibson or Nixon?
Nixon.
Nixon only in 67. He actually was with Boston.
He's in the World Series. He's on the.
He was with Minnesota in 1967.
They have a third catcher on the team.
Yes, they did.
Am I mixing him up with someone then?
Yes, you are. But hold on, I'll give you a sec. I'll find it. Don't worry. I think Bob Tillman was the other catcher, but I want to say that may not be right either.
Tillman got hurt early or something,
Yeah.
I thought.
Russ Nixon wasn't a half bad manager either, by the way. He finished dead. Unfortunately, he had some bad teams.
Catcher. I might have made a mistake. He's on.
Hang on.
Let me pull my 67.
I don't go anywhere without my toys.
Anyway, he'll look that up.
The catchers were Bob Tillman, Russ Gibson, and Elston Howard, and Mike Ryan. They had 4 catches. They traded for Elston Howard.
Yeah, Kenny Castro's got it right. Yep.
Ryan, Howard, and Gibson. That's what I said.
Gibson, not you said Nixon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did. I apologize.
That's
I
all right.
Gibson.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, yes. I did say Nixon, and he did play for the Reds. You're right. I said you're right. I meant Gibson. I apologize. So, but yeah, it was interesting. And they had 3 catchers on the World Series. And actually, Gibson caught 1 game.
Yes,
which was astounding. They used 3 different catchers in the World Series. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. So, take care, Terry T. Thank you very much for your lovely gift.
Terry.
She gave us. I don't know. Terry T. Sent me a Game of Thrones blanket. That Ron Juckett. I'm gonna have to do that. Lay it out on the table here and take a still.
Nice to not do that. Yeah.
Because it's unbelievable. So
I should get mine on too. We can be twins.
you should. We could wrap. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. It'd be like Game of Thrones chat with us. So But
I gotta go in a minute. But you're gonna probably do the first game I went to, Al, in the not too distant future.
yep, we got the Mets replay. So
Yeah, I went August 9th, 77 at
Oh,
Shea.
here comes Dog. Dog has his,
Oh, that's cool.
and he. You know what? You can really, and that's basically. Yep. Good.
Another Targaryen.
Yeah, she did a lovely job on these. Great job, Terry T. Really cool. Thank you.
But this thing's warm sucker too. It's like the
Yeah,
warmest
it
drink
is.
I've
You
ever
can't
of all
believe
time.
how. I will be putting that as what on top of the bed, whatever that's called, like a extra blanket when it gets cold here. So thank you.
See, all I got is this. That's my throne.
It looks painful. Don't have hemorrhoids and sit on that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. OG,
Yes.
sports moment as a kid.
Oh, first one, 74, 75 Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, that's a good one. And did you enjoy? I would see them. I saw them.
Of course, I enjoyed it. It's
Clown Prince is a. Now again, they didn't really start off that way, but I saw them 3 times as a kid. So go ahead. That's awesome. I want to hear the story.
no. I don't remember virtually anything about it. Like I was 5, 6, 7, maybe. I just remember, we went, and I think I fell asleep halfway through it because it was well past my bedtime. But that was my first sporting event. My first real sporting event was probably about the same time. Denver didn't have a professional baseball team at the time. They had a minor league. Were they the Rockies? Yeah, I think they were the Rockies.
The Durham Bulls.
No, not the Durham Bulls.
Were they the Denver Bears?
Out at Mile High Stadium.
Weren't they the Bears?
They were the Bears.
No, I don't remember it being the Bears.
BJ and the Bear.
BJ and the Bear.
I like that.
BJ McKay and his best friend Bear.
Click
Now, what was Bear?
on his shoulder, you can see his catfish. Catfish is coming out.
Oh, catfish.
Is he?
Catfish.
Is there catfish coming out? Is he? Yep. Okay, he's poking his nose out. There he is. He's kind of poking his nose out. So, yeah, he actually does hide in that log most of the time, but but since he's a catfish, he's nocturnal. He doesn't like the light. He only sticks his nose out every once in a while.
There
You know
he
what I
is.
have to-
Yeah,
know what I have to do
there he
now?
is.
Big fish in a little tank. Love him. Love him. And you know what else? If we in the apocalypse in the bunker with the catfish,
He's lunch.
he's first to go. So he serves a purpose
That's right.
With
To
tartar
serve.
sauce.
to serve man.
I went to opening
great
day in
channel.
1981.
What was that, dog?
I know that for sure now. That was 1981. Opening day, Tribe loses 5-3 to the Milwaukee Brewers. Rick Manning was the last at bat.
That's awesome. It's just fun to think about that stuff, and I like to hear about other people, their experiences. The Globetrotters are really fun.
Mhm.
Again, they just made you laugh. They did
I was
all
rooting for the Senators.
yeah, they always beat the Washington team was funny.
I just wanted to see him beat them one time, just
The
I was
Washington
rooting for the
Generals.
underdog.
Generals,
I
that's
was
what I
rooting
say.
for
The
Senators, sorry.
Washington Generals.
But they were Meadowlark Lemon,
Mm-hmm.
Curly.
Neil. Curly
What was
Neil.
Thank
Curly
you.
Neil.
And they did all these tricks, and it was like incredible to watch. And they could spin. They bring the little kids out in the court, and they'd spin the ball, and they go put your and they'd spin the ball in the little kid's finger, and they move away just for a little bit, and the kids would you just sit there, and it was like wicked cool. I always wanted to get picked for that. It was just so much fun.
Sweet
No.
Georgia Brown.
Yep.
And at one time they did have the great one, Marcus Haynes.
I think Will Chamberlain actually barnstormed with them a little bit.
1 year.
When
Did they
did
make it to Gilligan's Island?
Yes, they did. Why they never saved? Did they save? Was that the year they saved Gilligan's Island and the dumbasses got stranded again?
Yes.
Probably.
I never understood that. Now you brought up Gilligan's Island. This brings up a lot of points that could really. So
I want to know who had the hots for Mary Ann.
I did. Does it shock anyone?
No.
We
Okay,
all
good.
did, Al.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mary Ann was the girl next door type. I liked her.
Yeah,
'Cause I think-
yeah, especially in the Daisy Dukes. Yeah, okay.
So she was a girl next door type. Come
You
on.
had that come hither stare, and that was enough.
Exactly. But here's, Mrs. Howell was rich, so I went for her too.
Oh, Al.
Listen, money talks, bullshit walks.
Oh God.
Okay. So now,
And so, how many boxes did you go through a week?
Mrs. Howe was a MILF, a millionaire. I
That's-
never,
Oh,
never.
money's attractive.
He was not a
I'm
MILF.
just
yeah,
saying.
yeah, Lovey. Money's attractive, all right.
Lovey is attractive. Anyway, but here's the thing. So
Now
they
I
can
worry
make it,
about you.
they can make
should.
they can make a Jeep out of coconuts, right? Or some crap like that, right? How come they couldn't fix the freaking boat? I'm just saying.
Thank you, Weird Al.
They didn't have any wood.
They made a
Huh?
Jeep out of bamboo and coconuts or other crap they had. They made radios. They made everything.
Wasn't
the
it the
professor was just,
Jeep didn't go in the water, Al.
I'm
Wasn't that
just
the
saying.
Weird Al song about them making a nuclear reactor with coconuts, but they couldn't fix the boat or something like that?
Yeah, but I thought of that before that song. It's not. We would have these discussions as kids, not going like, why couldn't the professor make something? He made all these other things. He couldn't make something to get him the hell off the island.
Oh yeah, remember Mr. Howell was in Rebel Without a Cause.
Mr.
Oh.
Howell,
Jim Backus was in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mr. Magoo. He was Mr. Magoo. Mad
Every
Mad
time I
World.
hear John Sterling, I hear Jim Backus. It is high, it is far.
It's good.
My glasses. Oh.
Like that is.
Oh God.
It's funny. The guy who played the professor, I just saw him on 2 westerns on the Western Channel. I'm like, holy crap, that's the guy who
Russell
played the
Johnson.
professor. What was his name?
I think Russell Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was in these westerns, and it was kind of funny. I'm like, that's the professor from Gilligan's Island.
No, you want to see something else? See DeForest Kelly in the Western.
Yep. DeForest Kelly was in.
He
In a
played
lot of
bad
B
guys.
movies.
He was in a decent western. God, I want to say it was a Wyatt Earp thing, but I'm gonna
I
get.
can't remember which one it was. I've
But
seen it.
I think they did that on Star Trek. That's why I remember that.
No, I saw DeForest Kelly in a Western, but I can't remember which one it
Yeah,
was.
he
was
did.
in-
He played.
I
He
could find
played a lot of bad guys in Western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about a bad guy, that Henry Fonda, Once Upon a Time in the West.
My favorite Western.
Holy shit.
Yes.
He is the worst bad guy. I mean,
My favorite Western of all time.
if you like westerns, you have to see Once Upon a Time in the West, where it's Henry Fonda, Charles Bronson, Jason Robards, and a really hot chick who I never remember her name.
Claudia
Cardinal.
Claudia
Yeah.
Cardinal.
Beautiful woman. And it's a great story. And Jason Robards, again, in these type of westerns, you pretty much there's always a likable bad guy if you consider him a bad guy, and he's the likable bad guy. And Charles Bronson is the guy trying to get revenge against Frank, and Frank is played by Henry Fonda, and he is a mean dude. Great movie. I just saw that for the first time 2 years ago. Long movie though.
Was there
Long.
ever a movie that Charles Bronson didn't play in that he wasn't trying to get revenge on somebody?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Yes.
What movie, Clinton?
The Great Escape.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's an escape movie, but
The
that's
Great
not his.
Escape.
That's a good. Great Escape had Charles Bronson, Steve McQueen,
Oh, everybody.
It was an ensemble cast.
James Gardner,
James Garner. Yep.
the guy who played.
James Colburn.
Yep, the guy who played the guy who tried to kill the Halloween dude, the doctor. He was with James Garner. He got shot at the end. He was blind. He ended up right. That was.
Yes. I know who you're talking about.
Oh.
Donald Pleasance.
Thank you, dog. And then Clinton, thank you, dog. I'm sorry I missed what you said. And there's so many. It is an ensemble cast. Great movie based on a true story. I read part of the book when I was young. I should go back and read it. But they kind of, I think we talked about, they pushed a lot of things together to get the movie where they wanted. Steve McQueen. That was one of the best motorcycle chase scenes. That's a great chase scene.
Yep.
That French Connection with the cars zigging and zagging out of wherever they were in the battery or wherever the hell they were between the poles and stuff. That was a great chase scene.
Yeah, France.
No, they weren't in France in that chase scene. But good movie, good movie. Yeah, Great Escape. But most of them are revenge movies. Did Charles Bronson ever do a comedy? That's the question.
That would be a miscast of all time.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember doing a comedy.
Nah, he was great. Kenny Castro was talking about it. He was great in Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, Dirty Dozen was another great movie.
DSH is, yeah.
Yeah, great movie.
That's brought another character actually people would believe either. Donald Sutherland.
Donald
I
Sutherland
love
is
Donald
Kelly's
Sutherland
Heroes.
in anything.
Kelly's Heroes.
Kelly's Heroes.
Man,
Animal House.
What's with all the negative waves, Moriarty?
And who was Moriarty? Back to the Love Boat.
Captain Stubing.
That's
There
right.
it is.
That's right.
He was great. Yep.
Devin McLeod also played a Gestapo dude on Hogan's Heroes a couple times.
Yeah.
Just try not to drool on it so much.
Donald Sutherland was also one of the worst movies ever put out with Al Pacino. Revolution.
Yeah, that was not a good
I've ever
movie.
seen that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not-
you don't want to either. If you want to see Al Pacino with a Bronx accent try to become a British, play the British accent in the Revolutionary War, watch it.
I've actually seen that movie.
Oh my God, it just sounds terrible.
It
Yeah.
is. It's a bad movie. It's very poorly done. But Donald Sutherland tried to make the best of it. He tried to use a British accent, which is not easy for a Canadian.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, you pretty much got the voice. It's exactly what he did. Sounded like.
The again, I think Chris mentioned Animal House with Donald Sutherland. He played the professor.
God.
Remember that scene? We got to see his butt. Remember that scene? You're like, really? I didn't need to see that. So
Too funny. Oh God.
All right, I gotta go. It's 1:45. So
all right,
Right
we're
on.
gonna wrap it up ourselves. We had a pretty good chat. It was a lot of
have
fun.
a good night, guys.
Good
Yeah.
night, Ron.
Night,
Thank
Ron.
you. And check out Ron Juckett tomorrow. He'll be streaming a basketball game.
Same here.
And-
Thank you very, very much, guys, for letting me come in. Hopefully I didn't disturb you guys too badly.
No, I didn't mute you. You did okay.
Okay.
You did fine. It was a welcome. Thank you very much.
Clint,
So
it was
now-
great being in here with you, man. It was great, dude. Thanks for coming in.
It's a pleasure, and I hope I can present the facts as I can, and try to find the facts if I can't for you guys. If you ever need it, like I say, I always play the historian anyway. So
Now, Clinton, I wanted to ask you this, but then you walked away. The disco light ball thing. Is that
What?
on? Is that what's flashing?
no, I got a lamp on one side. I got two lamps in between here.
It's
Now,
a
what are all
tie-dye
those-
lava lamp.
Dance Fever.
Dance fever.
Oh.
What are the photos or the pictures behind you?
Okay, I've got back there. I've got Al Pacino, Godfather 3. I've got Boston Garden.
Cool.
I've got the seventh at
House Targaryen there.
I've got the seventh at Pebble Beach. I've got Opus from Bloom County. I've got a
I
baseball
love Bloom
diamond
County.
regulations. I've got another golf pitcher. I've got Silver Cat. I've
That's in
got
Bloom County.
I've got Make Way for the Bad Guys way up here in the back. That's Make Way for the Bad Guys. That's Marlon Brando. What's his name from The Sopranos? Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and that bunch. The one-
Feeney?
my wife's picture that says The Witch is In. I keep Albert Einstein beside me along with a golfer. I've got Arnold Palmer here somewhere with his walk on the 18th at St. Andrews. When his final ever for the British Open. Of course, I got my tower, my dice in front of me. I was playing a baseball game where you guys are going at. Baltimore beat the Yankees 8-6. Cleve Porter had 2 home runs. Obviously, the TV's in there. I have no idea what movie I'm watching now. I got a Targaryen blanket also, but way back on my Game of Thrones back there. I'm loaded with movies all over the place in this house. I've got a poster. I don't know if anybody guys remember Billy and the Boingers. That's Bill the Cat and Opus.
Yeah. Bill
Billy
the
the
Cat for president.
I have Billy and the Boingers. I have Tiger Woods, Red Sox, of course. The Rules of Golf. This is Mantown.
Yeah.
I know this place is lovely. Honey Bunny puts all sorts of stuff and everything you do but insulting about coffee, and of course, obviously Albert Einstein. I always keep with me. He is my true hero. And a couple of my, oh, wait, what should I got here? Oh, let's see if I can put this up close enough. If I can put that up close enough, you guys can see it. That is Brian Cage on the top with Melissa Santos from Lucha Underground. That is Mil Muertes from there. That's from that place we went to.
Is it?
Go ahead.
Is that? Is that you in the picture?
That's me in the picture.
Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
And no, that was a fun time. And Honey Bunny was with her friend Ken Patera at the same place. So we picked on
cool.
it. And
Cool.
obviously I've got our wedding picture up here.
Well, let's see that. We can't go without your wedding picture. Come on.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, don't drop the wedding picture. Oh, my God. He dropped the wedding picture.
No, that's all right. That's my friend on the right-hand side.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
Thank you. That's the picture. Is that the picture? You have that picture on your YouTube channel, I think.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
The guy beside me had a chance to play baseball. He was getting drafted when he was 18 years old. Broke his leg. So he couldn't get a chance to get out there and play.
So Clinton, before we all go, you're going to be on with ID Gesture Tuesday, correct?
Yes, I am. I'm hoping everybody has a good time. I really do. I'm hoping you ask the right questions, though, because I don't mind playing comic, but at the same time, though, I figure these are also serious things, and we need to...
Oh, no, he's going to ask you. No. ID does a great job. You've seen it. So.
But I'm paying him back first. He's not on this channel tonight. I have a little thing of 54 seconds from the TV show Shenanigans that WK was in. I've got the theme song.
That's funny. If anyone doesn't know, he says...
I'm going to play it right off the bat on him.
ID, well, don't play too long. Don't get a copyright hit for poor ID Gesture.
Well, it's from 1962. The copyright's already gone out.
All right, I'm just telling you, you can be careful.
If I get a copyright hit, let them hit me. So they've done it before.
When we go into Clinton and I, we go into ID Gesture's chats. He says now the shenanigan's going to happen because we're Red Sox fans.
And usually the Red Sox win.
Scott's got a serious question for Clint.
Yeah. Oh, a serious question. Go ahead, dog. Read it out, my friend.
I'm waiting for it. He says he has a serious question.
Scott, go ahead. I'm right. I got you.
All right.
Waiting for Clint, or waiting for D. Scott Howard.
And Todd, my favorite era of baseball will always be the 60s.
Isn't that a decade?
That's what he asked me. My favorite decade for baseball. My favorite era, the 60s.
Era. I thought you said year.
Okay. That is a serious question, actually.
We answer some questions. Come on.
Todd B asked that one. Actually, it is the 60s because I call it, and Beatles knows, I call it the 60s a transition period.
It's for Tuesday's roast.
Yep.
Drum roll.
All right.
Man, roast sounds delicious. I told you roast earlier.
So thank you, Clinton. And now let's go to our good friend Dogs. It was funny because I was talking about the Academy Awards and Sim Salabim. There he was appearing, the great one.
Thank you, Dog, for appearing too. Because I love watching movie stuff, by the way, and I get it helps me with my history. So thank you very much.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, trying to keep it up. So
Dog, thank you very much. And again, tell us what's coming up.
Anyway, good night, guys.
Good night, Clinton.
Let me get out of here. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys.
No, you don't have to leave after
we get more of you. Don't apologize. All right.
Bye, Clinton. He doesn't. Okay, we have to explain that to him when we go through the. You don't have to leave when it's anyway. So, Doug, what's coming up on the channel and with you and Westerosi Ninja? And thank you very much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh yeah. So tomorrow night, folks, you can see me on the Westerosi Ninjas channel at 6:30 Central Time. He's in Texas, so that's 7:30 my time for the Michiganders. And we're going to be doing our top 5 Game of Thrones villains. So looking forward to that.
That should be really cool.
I'll keep giving us some updates on the box office and Game of Thrones, Star Wars as well throughout the week. So good to see you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Chris from Stratmac, Delaware.
I am awaiting an infusion of Stratomatic baseball love.
Yes.
2018, 1982, 1980, both diamond sets for the 1980s. So 16 more teams. Going to have some baseball coming up. Going to do an unboxing, a little belated. Going to show you guys some of the cards. We're going to do some opening day-esque games, the first couple of day stretch that I get where I can just blast the channel with that because I know you guys are waiting for it. Next Thursday, I'm scheduled with IDJ. I sent him an email. I've got to reschedule. I told him whatever he picks is fine, but it's daddy-daughter date night. Slipped my mind, Valentine's Day, so some things are more important. So
Absolutely.
stay tuned for IDJ, and he will keep everybody updated once he picks a night that I'm going to be on.
Maybe I'll pinch hit for you on Thursday like I did for Clinton Parks.
That'll work.
Or when he didn't make it. So.
Send IDJ an email. If anybody here wants to be on IDJ's series of interviews, it's idjesterlive@gmail.com.
That's
Send
right.
the man an email. Get on his list. Get on
He'd
the
like
roster.
to have you on too if you're able to do that with ID Gesture. And anyone that's, again, what was the email, Chris?
I'm putting it in the chat right now.
Thank you very much. If you want to be on ID Gesture show, he does interviews Tuesdays and Thursday. They're a lot of fun. I usually moderate in the chat, but I did pinch hit for Clinton Parks. That was kind of fun. So. And thank you very much, Chris. And so I look forward to some. You're going to love the 80s set. I have those 16 teams. Good teams.
I'm looking forward to it so much. I've seen the teams that are in it. We got the 1981 World Series. We got the 1986 World Series, the 85 World Series. I get the 1988 Dodgers with Kirk Gibson willing the ball over the fence with his shoulders and the double pump going past second. So looking forward to it.
The 86 World Series. We'll leave it at that. Just leave it at that.
It'll get a fair shake because it's one of my favorite World Series.
And what others? You got 1980. You got
because I'm a huge Wade Boggs fan. I mean, Clemens. I loved the Red Sox a lot growing up, and I still do. They're a great team.
So you got the 80 set, which is again. I wish Strat would do more of that stuff because I like teams. I don't go for seasons, but you said you got the 80 set, the 2018 set, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Well, what was the other set you said?
1982, which is the new. No, it came out, I think, a couple of years ago. They've still got it on the roster.
That's a good year, though. 82 is an excellent year.
Yes, it is. Cards in the Brew Crew, Harvey's Wallbangers.
Harvey's fun teams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, you and Dog. And now let's go to the OG, the original Grognard.
What?
You're up.
Oh, you want to know what's coming up on the channel?
Absolutely. We got that big wrestling pay-per-view. Come on, plug it. Plug it.
Well, it's not really pay-per-view.
I know that, but it's fun to plug it that way.
It is fun
to plug it. It's free. I get it. It's got to go to your channel.
I don't want to confuse people.
Okay.
So, yes, we are doing our Valentine's Day wrestling on, well, obviously Valentine's Day. We have got some interesting matches that have been carried over from the last wrestling event. Major Babe and DV6 have got to cut to their grudge match. They've got to continue that. And we got to figure out who's the best Sailor Moon, be it Tori the Porn Star Williams or Comic-Con, or who's the other girl? The gal.
With the Dominatrix being the main event.
Honey Blue.
Actually, the Dominatrix and the Headmistress are headlining. So we got to see who's the one that's that's most worthy to go against Miss Wonderful Gal for the belt. And I
don't like Miss Wonderful Gal.
The Headmistress has put down the challenge to the Dominatrix, and
Is it going to be a ball? Is it going to be a gag ball and whip match?
No, but we are going to have a lingerie pillow fight.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
We'll just leave it at that. And
Excellent.
the commissioner has got a major announcement concerning the tag teams coming up, and I don't want to give it away because you got to pay $99.95 to see the pay-per-view. And I will probably be live streaming that 6 o'clock Thursday Pacific Standard Time.
Excellent. And I look on Thursday.
On Thursday. Well, that wait a minute. That is Valentine's.
That's not Valentine's Day.
What's Valentine's Day?
Isn't it Friday? Or am I getting my math mixed up?
14th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. All
Thursday.
right. Cool. Look forward to that. Well, thank you, Devin, Chris, and Dog. Thank you very much. Sal Red Sox fan saying, hope everyone had a few laughs. We just went off the cuff right away. We talked about a lot of different things. We talked about some Strat right away. That was fun. It's just because, again, Chris from Stratmatic, Delaware, I was reading the chats, the comments left on our other friend, Chris Espo Strat, about the Otani card, and I thought you said it perfectly. I agree with you. It should have been added. I don't like when Stratomatic does things like that. That being said, am I going to get the set on PC? Yes. Am I going to get the card and set for the 2018 season? Most likely, yes, because it's just such an epic season if you're a Red Sox fan. So we had that. We went all over the place. We had fun. We had a good time with the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe next week we're just going to go open forum, so bring your discussion points that you want to talk about in the chat. And I don't know who's going to be on. I do hope that OG and Uncle Ron will be back. Again, congrats to Uncle Ron for hitting over 200 subs. And maybe we'll get Dog if he's available, and Chris from Stratomatic, Delaware, and some other people. I'd like to get ID Gesture on. These are all people that are good friends of the channel, people I come to know through YouTube. And when we get to know you better, that's when you get to come on the show. So that's how that works. There are a couple of people who wanted to come on. I'm not putting anyone on the show that we don't know about. This is a different kind of show. We have a lot of fun. I'd love to get LMR on here one day, Bobby Cantillano, Dave Gardner. I'm sorry?
I want to have Richard Simmons on.
I wonder if we could get Richard Simmons.
I saw Richard Simmons at Dover Mall about 20 years ago. Just on a lark, a buddy of mine and we went up to the mall up in Dover.
Did you go talk to him? Now you bring us up when the show comes on.
But we're walking up to it, and I said, how much do you want to bet the first thing he screams into that mic is, "Hello, Delaware"? He did.
That's awesome. Why would you bring that up at the end? We could have done a whole show on that.
Oh, my God.
And I'll leave you with this horrible thought. Captain Kangaroo had a character that probably scared every kid. He was like the guy, he wore that bodysuit with the, bad, horrible. Anyway, thank you very much. Leave you with that thought. Until next week, enjoy, health, and happiness. Take care. Thank you to everyone in the chat. We had Bobby Cantaloni, Living My Rhapsody, Bubba Husky, D. Scott Howard, Todd B. Beatles Eternally. Thank you very much. Ken Castro, JD, Todd B. That rhymes. JD, Todd B. And lots of people. And I'm going to miss people. We had Phantomatic earlier on. Joey, thank you. And not to keep anyone longer, thank you everyone who was in the chat. WVogs18. As we scroll up, can't scroll up anymore. So anyway, thank you very much. Hope everyone enjoyed. We also had Sam from Comics with Bueller. One of his moderators came in the chat. That was very nice of him. Robbie Wartburg, thank you very much. So everyone, have a great time. Health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming. Peace.